Hey, we're live, but I haven't turned on the lights yet. Hold up. Hold up. Just a minute. There we go. Hold up just a goddamn second. Is the internet connection better today? Better be. I gotta turn on the other light. No, still just as shitty as yesterday. It's gonna be like E3, isn't it? It's gonna be like a whole fucking week of the bad upload speed. Alright, hold up. Here we go. It is 8 p.m. Time for me to be a nerd and play video games for 2 hours. Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to GGHF Live. We're playing some more Cold Steel 2. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Drinks and snacks are out on the table in the back. And hopefully we all have a really good time. Yeah, I want to get into the habit, so long as I don't have a job. I want to make a habit out of streaming. It seems like I am getting those 3 viewers minimum on Twitch now. And yeah, hopefully we can get that affiliate status sooner rather than later, because the achievement does say, on average, across 30 days, on average it has to be 3. And yeah, it seems that on Twitch I can get like, how much? Like 3 or 4, sometimes 5 viewers. So, yeah, for sure. I need to have the same consistent amount every day if I want the average to be what I want. Man, enough selfish baiting for views just so that I can get a measly affiliate status. It won't really do much. The only reason for why I want affiliate status is so I can fucking be able to upload, so that I can upload regular uploads, because then shit like this happens where the upload speed for the stream is really low, so like the stream is laggy, and yeah, when the archive gets uploaded on Twitch it just looks like shit. And so usually when that happens I'm like, okay, I have the archive that doesn't have any lag, so you know, I'm going to take that and I'm going to re-upload it to Twitch so that, you know, the whole playlist is consistent. And now this is going to be the second episode that you're not going to get on Twitch, but whatever. That's what the second YouTube channel is for. New site themes are available, says support at streamlabs.com. I'm fine with the theme that I have right now, thank you very much. Humble bundle, ooh, new humble bundle. Okay, baby. Alright. The stream is probably gonna be laggy as shit. I apologize for that. There's literally nothing, not a goddamn thing, that I can do about it. But we're gonna play some more Cold Steel in just a second. In just a gear second. In just a gear secondo. But we'll be fine. I'll try and, you know, exit out of some things here. In a vain attempt at trying to fix the internet issues. I'm gonna do a speed test on my other computer, on my Mac. See how it is. It's weird because, you know, the when I do a speed test on my Mac is not the same as doing it on PC, because on pretty much everything I'm on wireless, I'm on Wi-Fi, and on my PC I have a wired Ethernet connection, and it seems to be fucking worse than literally all of my other devices. You see, my upload is like 10 megabits per second. So why the fuck am I not getting that here? I don't know. Well, whatever. We had a worse connection yesterday, and nobody was really complaining all that much, so, yeah. Alright, Josue is saying, yes, finally you cut your beard. Is that what you fucking came here for? To see me be clean shaven as how I should be all the time? But I'm not, because I'm lazy. Alright. I really don't want to dwaddle too much. I want to take as big of an advantage as I can over my 2 hours that I have. And there are other things that I want to do after this. One of them is doing the laundry. Well, actually, not doing the laundry. Taking the laundry out, folding it, and hanging it. Another one is more job hunting, because I got a job interview recently. And you'll see this in one of my Dragon Quest videos in the last batch. I say that, hey, by the time you watch this video, I might have a job. Bullshit, I don't have a job. I did the interview, and then they said, oh, we would like to inform you that we will not be continuing with your application. And it's like, fuck me. Well, probably me going on stream to a bunch of people saying fuck me live. That's probably one of the reasons for why. I'm not I'm not, necessarily getting accepted into these shits. But anyway, more looking for jobs for me. Things aren't really getting any better, though, because, you know, the time for me to pay for all of these student loans, is getting ever so closer. And, yeah, that makes the situation more urgent. Okay, that sucks. Yeah, it does. Alright, let's go to the Rhineford Corporation and talk to our many different girlfriends. Brandon, hello. Hasio, hello. What's up? What's up with you? I'm doing fine, thank you very much. I'm just using the last few hours of my day to finally play some goddamn video games. My one call-in in life that nobody will fucking pay me for. Unless I'm like a hypersensitive agenda-setting person with a vlog that writes articles on Vice. You know, I'm always like, yeah, you know what, maybe being a gaming journalist, that might be the calling for me. You know, I review games, write articles and stuff. I did that for a website at some point, and I was pretty good at it. You know, at the very least, I was one of the hardest working people there, right? But seeing how pretty much nobody has any fucking respect for gaming journalists anymore, thanks to like maybe 4 or 5 people that made complete clowns out of themselves, they're like, oh, well, I guess all game journalists suck now. And it's like, great, thank you for ruining my dream job. I hope all of you are very, very happy. So I'm like, okay, you know what, maybe I might benefit a lot more by just being a YouTuber and just doing this on my own, on the side, while I actually have a much more real, quote-unquote, real job sustaining me. Anyway, we're gonna awkwardly see Reen take the elevator and see who we can talk to. I want to do Alyssa just because, you know, this is mostly her story arc. And, yeah. Who else is here? Yeah, Princess Alphen and Sharon is here. Wait. Where's the baby girl? Where's baby girl? Over here? Is it the princess? Come on. We can't not talk to the princess. She's the princess. She already has a big enough boner for us as is. I would never say no to that. Look, I'm sorry, Alyssa, but, you know, Alphen is royalty. She gets, you know, special benefits that you lesser people don't. Alright, here we go. Last night, I had a fucking nightmare and you were in it. Also, I received an invitation to stay here. There's still some time until we have to leave, so I think I'll spend some quality time curled up with these books instead. Sharon's coffee can't be beaten either. In fact, pulling myself away from here may prove to be a real struggle, Heart. Maybe I should join her for a while. Seems like she could use some company. Of course, especially if it's our company. Bonding points. Mind if I stick for a little while longer? Not at all. Hee. We don't get many chances to spend time together like this, so let's make the most of it. Oh, I'm sure, Reen's, sister. Totally not by blood sister. I'm sure she's super jealous. Or she will be jealous, knowing that we spend so much time with Alphen. It kind of sucks, because I know that by the end of this, Alphen is gonna be like, oh, go with her, you know? She's the one that loves you. Like, she really loves Reen, but she's gonna give him away to someone else. I know that already. And that's gonna suck, because I like Alphen a lot. If this was like a visual novel and you would have like different routes where you can choose what character to be with, I would totally go for Alphen, for sure. But then again, in visual novels, you have like a billion save files that you can just save and reload back whenever you want to do something different. Reen could never say no to some of Sharon's coffee. Oh, not Alphen, Sharon's coffee. I would never say no to Sharon just in general. And in fact, asked her to make another pot for them. With that, he and Princess Alphen spent some time perusing the countless books gathered in the library. Is it going to be like Emma's social link thing where they, like, accidentally hold hands? Or just read a book together at a long distance? Oh, come on. This is the perfect time for you guys to, like, you know, cuddle a little bit, you know? Get bunched up, close together. You know, Netflix and chill. A library and chill. This coffee really has a nice aroma to it. Tee-hee, doesn't it? Sitting back and enjoying a cup of Sharon's coffee. I was about to say tea, Sharon's tea. Engrossed in a book, I think I found the very definition of bliss. Really? I changed that for manga, and I changed the coffee for maybe like lemonade or something. I like, you know, tasty, cold drinks more than warm drinks. Well, I can see where you're coming from. It never ceases to amaze me how many books there are in here, or even the variety of topics and genres represented. I guess Gwyn has always had a pretty broad range of interests, though. So it makes sense that his library would be as diverse, yeah. Indeed. Quite, darling. But that only makes it more difficult to decide which volume to read next. Although I must admit, I was a little disappointed to find one particular genre unrepresented here. What, that yaoi, BL, boys love manga? Which one? Teehee! The titillating tales loved by fair ladies all across the empire. Oh, it's gonna be gay porn, isn't it? Stories about the lives and loves of handsome gentlemen. Books that warm the hearts of all who thrill to their prose. Oh yeah, so it is gay porn. Oh, those books. That disgusting smut. Why don't you frickin' read books like a normal person and read a bunch of Yuri? Girl and girl action. That's what I'm all about. Yeah, you see, if a man reads books about two girls loving each other, it's gonna be like, oh, you perv, you disgusting man. This is why I'll never get a girlfriend. You probably live with your mom, too. But if a girl does it, it's a quirky little character trait. I'm like, oh, how cute. He likes to see gay guys fuck each other in the ass. Oh, that is so quirky. Yeah, sure, when girls do it, it's fine. When guys do it, it's disgusting. Fuck off. I remember you saying those were pretty popular at Saint Estrella too, right? Yeah, because there's no men in there. There's all a bunch of girls in there. They get so horny that they're just aching for anything related to men. So they gotta resort to manga. All of that dojing. All of that free Iwatobi Swim Club dojing. The Courageous was lacking in that genre too until Dorothy came in and fucking gayed it all up. Seeded it, tainted it, with some knocked the ship up with some volumes from her own collection. Does Elise have any interest in those kinds of books? And do those books have me in them? Into them too, I see. It seemed like all of the girls are into them. Starman is saying teeth be shaved? Yes, I did. Gillette. He was like, yes. The best man can be. Teehee is so much more magical to just leave the truth of things to your imagination. Ah. I guess I'll never pull down my pants in front of you then, because I'll leave it to your imagination. We're talking about a realm created by for pure-hearted maidens. Yeah, pure-hearted maidens. Yeah, no pure-hearted men, though, that read any of that, I'm sure. There's not a place where gentlemen should tread lightly. Fair enough, I'm curious, but not that curious. I'm not that bi-curious. Try to at least regulate your corrupting influence, though, that'd be great. Yeah, sure, corrupting and moderation is not something that should go together. This stream suddenly turned into a Gillette ad? Oh god, no. Considering how nobody likes Gillette anymore because of their idiotic advertisements, I kind of don't want to have my brand be tarnished by, bad press. Oh, yes. If that's truly what you wish, I suppose I have to respect your wishes. But teasing her is the most cherished pastime, so I'd really prefer to keep at it. Oh, you want me to tease you? Okay. I wonder if she realizes her struggles were mainly just for entertainment. Still, blue balling or not, I'm glad Elise has at least one close friend she can depend on who's just as horny as her. Oh, and speaking of entertaining pastimes, pull your pants down. I actually learned a delightful little card game called Blade from Sharon yesterday. Oh god, great. Another person is gonna beat my ass at Blade. Blade 2? Or is it Blade 1? Perhaps we should play a few runs together. Well, only for me to lose at the last possible moment? Yeah, sure. That sounds fun. I accept your challenge. Are we actually gonna play Blade? Oh. Bring out the cards and began what seemed like it would be a few quick friendly games of Blade. We played for 7 hours. The end. As they played, things unexpectedly ended up getting heated. Each of them determined to come out on top while holding nothing back. In the end, we ended up making out, and one thing led to another, and yeah, I should have brought a condom for this. The time to spend playing together was as enjoyable as the time they spent reading. There you go. No books, no coffee. Just intense Blade. Playing some Gwent. This really is quite an amusing little game. It's nice that even an inexperienced player like me doesn't start at too great of a disadvantage. Oh my god. Only in Cold Steel, you have this super refined, analytical talk about the smallest of things, you know? They're drinking coffee, and these high school students, instead of saying, yeah, good shit, bro, instead they're like, oh, the delectable aroma with the coffee beans make a delectable blend to the drink. Thank you, Sharon. Quite a great maid. I mean, whatever. This is a fantasy world where they come from a military academy. It's a different world, I get it, you know? But when you're like 15, 16, 17, you don't talk like this, you know? Especially, you know, somebody who's like at the age of Alphen. It's like, oh yes, what a quaint little game. But again, she's royalty as well, you know? I don't know. Can somebody throw like a bro here or a lit there? I don't know. There's a strategy to it. You know, I have a lot of fond memories of this version of the game. I almost can't help but like it. Even though I get my ass beat every time. I only won like one time, and then all the other times I lose. In fact, Crow is the one who gave me my very first deck of Blade cards. Oh, man, now that I know that, I guess I gotta go burn them then. Oh, really? Yeah, even Alphen is like, uh-oh, awkward. It was sad to see the two of you fighting each other, especially after all you've been through together. Yeah, after all that fake shit you've been through together. What is it that forced the two of you to fight like this? What do you mean forced us to battle like this? Oh, the fact that the guy was a terrorist and shot like one of the government people, like Milliam's Gramps? Like, he's like, why are you asking? That's a really stupid question, Alphen. Why the fuck do you think we're here? Flying around in a ship trying to stop a war? Because essentially he was the sole person that caused it. That and, like, you know, taking advantage of the fact that the nobles also wanted to take over too, because they're a bunch of rich assholes. What forced you, your friend, you're the best friends in the whole wide world, to fight like this? Maybe because we're at war and he was a big reason for why it happened. Maybe that's why. It's a battle of wills. Yeah, bullshit. Yeah, keep wanking off, dude. Both of us are too stubborn to just give up and walk away. Oh my god, dude. What a really... Yeah, what do you mean? What the fuck are you talking about, Ring? Why can't you just say, oh, he shot a man, and then a war broke out, and we have to stop him. Now, this battle amongst men, fuck off. Ring told Princess Alphen about everything that happened between him and Crow. Oh, and I guess there's a war too. I don't know. He went on dredging up those memories from what seemed like a lifetime ago. He went through a whole spectrum of emotions. He cried a lot. Yet through it all, she had quietly and considerately listened until he finished telling her all that there was to tell. She knows all the gossip. Now she's going to freaking, you know, expose all of that on Facebook, and it's going to be so embarrassing. Oh, I thought it was him looking at his phone. He's like, oh my god, you leaked all of my nudes on Snapchat. You could think of it as a high-stakes game of Blade, Crow on one side and me on the other. I don't know. I feel like just playing the regular game is more fair than playing Blade. Neither of us are willing to compromise on the thing that makes us who we are, our beliefs, our past, our friends. And without compromise, all that's left to us is to meet each other head on here. Reen, I don't understand anything about what you said. You just yawned very loudly. I just hope that while we're doing that... Oh, you're not going to finish your sentence? Oh, okay. We'll discover where life will lead us and what to do with ourselves after this is over. Hee hee. Boys will be boys, I suppose. Hearing you describe it, I almost envy Crow's position. What do you mean you envy him? What do you mean you envy the fucking villain of the story? Why is that? Oh, I just mean Elise would probably think that if she were here, and being Crow, I mean. What? Why? It's almost like fate is pushing you and Crow together. It fills my imagination with thoughts. Oh, great. Sure. All of the Tumblr girls that make gay fan art of these characters. Oh, the engines are revving. Vroom, vroom. One more push. Vroom. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Write some fan art. Draw it out. Even the game is shipping the two of them. Just a word to the wise. Guys aren't too hot about being paired up with their male friends when they don't lean that way. Well, like it or not, my headcanon stays the same. I consider myself fully invested in the butt-fucking that I'm envisioning in my head right now. This little battle of wills. I intend to stay with you and see how it all pans out, you know what I mean? Let's see how much liquid gets splashed around. You're more than welcome to come along for the ride, Your Highness, wherever it may take us. Great. Instead of talking about how Alphen loves us, be like, oh, Reen, you're so sweet and great, please hold me. Instead, she's there pairing me up with Crow and being like, oh man, it'd be great if you guys did some hard fucking right about now. And I'm like, no, why? Ew. I don't swing that way. Cheer. Alright, level 4. What up? I'll be sure to watch over the fearful clash between you and Crow. Special listeners, it's sure to lead to some juicy developments for us ladies. Oh, God. Please don't. Just a copy of a magazine called Cars Monthly. Great. Based on the movie Cars. I think there's some sort of automotive magazine published abroad. They've got a whole section here just dedicated to car paint colors. This one could be actually kind of cool. Oh, yeah. What a teenager's dream. Car paint. Well, whatever. We have dark coloring for our motorcycle now. I guess reading about it makes it, that makes it enough for us to be able to paint it a different color. Oh, baby girl Sharon, please make good use of your services. Service me. I deserve nothing but the highest praise for the way you fought yesterday, Master Rain. Yeah, I think I deserve a good blowjob for that. Were it not for your assistance, I doubt I would have been able to even rescue the chairman, much less liberate Ruhr. You have my most heartfelt thanks. Great. That's it? Just a thank you, not even a hug or anything? You say that like we would have been able to do either of those things without you. Yeah, sure, you. The one that saved this whole operation against the big evil man with the gun that wasn't even allowed to use the gun in the first place. Yeah, truly our savior. This was a team effort through and through, even though we didn't know you were on our team. I'm the last person who deserves any praise. If I'd just been a little stronger, V would still be alive. No, it was because you were stronger that V is dead. If you were not stronger, if V was stronger than you would be dead. You idiot. Come on, don't get sad like we actually cared about this motherfucker. As much as I would like to, I'm afraid I have no right to attempt to comfort you. Come on, please comfort me. Not after having done the things I have. Oh yeah, because she's a part of Ouroboros too, right? Some might see your willingness to mourn the death of an enemy as a weakness, and understandably so. I wouldn't say it's a weakness, I just say stupidity. Now that's naive. All the villains always say, oh, you're so naive, and I usually disagree. But that moment was super naive. I see it as just the opposite. I see it as strength that you and your classmates possess. The fact that you're just big fucking pussies. I just think that's such a big strength. Hee hee. I want to insult you by telling you it's wrong to feel the way you do. I mean, I wouldn't say that it's wrong either, but if I was in that position, I wouldn't be crying over that, those beady little eyes of his. I'm positive that you'll find a way to come to terms with those feelings on your own. So I'm here for you if you need me. Blowjob. Let's see. Well, that wasn't a social link event, but that's fine. Don't know how being stronger would have stopped me from dying? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, him being stronger was the direct cause of him dying. I'm like, if I only was stronger. I'm like, word? Alright, Alyssa, how do you like having your fucking house back? What are you up to, Alyssa? Oh, just enjoying the fact that there aren't people taking over my fucking home anymore. I'm just checking out the rooms to make sure everything is in order. Sharon's supposedly putting everything back in order now that Director Ragnar is gone, but still. Can't hurt to double check, right? I hate it if he ran off with something valuable on his way out, like my panties. Yeah, I seem like the kind of guy who develops stinky fingers. Do you want a hand? I'm fine, thanks. I got a pretty good idea where everything was, so it shouldn't be too much trouble. Mother's more busy enough now. Mother's more than busy enough now, so might as well just get it done. I feel like I should help her out anyway. Come on, let's be a good boy. Are you sure about doing this on your own? 2 people would be able to get the job done twice as fast, right? Well, not if we're making out. What are you planning, Schwarzer? Nothing! I'm just helping you. Well, I just, look, I know, you know me well. I could just be using this as a scheme to, like, you know, get a free blowjob from Sharon. But, you know, I can be like, oh, you know, after doing all that work, I'm just so tired. If only somebody could give me a massage. What would he have done? Charge in there, try to rip him out, and die in the process? Nah, you know, I'm sure the robot had, like, an eject button or something. He just didn't use it on purpose. Nothing at all, I swear. I wasn't planning on grabbing your boobs. I mean, hee hee, just kidding. I want you to do weird things to me. I just won't admit it. Of course I'll take you up on that. She's in love with the boy. She has been since the very beginning. The two of them made their way around the Reinford household, scouring each and every room for any signs of those evil dust bunnies, because they are alive, you know. Malfeasance or missing property. Fortunately, thanks to Sharon organizing everything the night before, it didn't take them too long. Before they knew it, they only had one room remaining, the chairman's room. Hi. I like this little song. It's nice. I'm glad to see. It sounds like a, you know, may I have this dance? You know? Very formal dance. And then the accordion. I'm sad to see that at least the rooms aren't a complete mess like they were yesterday. Sharon's done a great job cleaning everything up. I mean, only the chairman lived here, right? Like, no one else? Why the fuck would he, like, make a mess out of the whole house? Like, did he throw a party or what? Doesn't look like there's anything missing either. That's good news. As much as I feel bad criticizing Angelica's uncle, Heidel Ragnar must be an absolute slob. You'd think as a noble, he'd at least pay a little more mind to cleanliness. I feel sorry for his housekeeping staff. It's probably more than being a noble. He thought he could get away with never having to clean anything. Imprisoning your mother seemed to have inflated his ego. You're probably right. Suddenly having the power over someone he was never able to stand against must have been a real treat. Either way, we're almost finished up here, so, Huh? I noticed something sticking out slightly from between the two of these books. Huh? This has the Phantom Thief logo on it. Ah, look at that. Wow, your mom actually looking happy? Damn. There's a photograph of you as a little girl. Yes, I can see that, you dumbass. Let me be emotional for a second in silence with my sepia-toned picture. That looks like your mother, which would mean that that's your mother. I couldn't recognize her over the big smile that she had. Yeah, that's my father. Why does your dad look like Machias? Says Dad. Why is it hidden away on her desk, though? Oh, she does care. She pulled it out to look at every now and then while she was working, but didn't want anyone to know. Honestly, I'm surprised, too. Considering how ungrateful she was as to us rescuing her life. Here it is. I don't think there's any doubt that it's important to her. I guess you're right. It'd be funny if it was like, no, I was only looking at my husband. I don't give a shit about you. Elisa put the photograph back where she found it, and the two of them finished checking the rest of the rooms. Once their work was done, they treated themselves to a well-deserved rest. Together. Phew, that sure took a hot second, huh? I can only imagine how much of a task it would have been if you had to do it all by yourself. Hee hee. Truth be told, I probably would have given up partway in and just left the rest to Sharon. Of course, just let Sharon do everything. What the fuck do you think I pay her for? She's literally here for that. Thank you so much, Shireen, for, you know, making less work for the maid. For what? Helping out? For just being the strong, sexy boy that you are. Well, sure. But while finding that photo earlier might have been just a coincidence. I doubt I would have looked around in Mother's room if you hadn't been here. If I hadn't, I never would have discovered that or realized that maybe somewhere deep down, somewhere, there might be a little molecule in her body where she really does care. I think you would have. Even if not today, you realize it eventually. She's your mother, after all. The two of you will always have the connection as family, like it or not. Yeah, I mean, you say that, but then we also have, like, Angelica fighting her dad in, like, this big Gundam mech fight. I think the day will come when you two understand how much you care for each other, with or without a photo to show. I think that'll only be when her mom retires and she takes over. Or one of them dies or whatever. I like to think so, at least. Talking with you like this reminds me of when we had our field study here. And we had a romantic moment. We had a little heart-to-heart about Mother back then, didn't we, in this same room? It was this room, actually. There's a lot I'm really thankful to you for, though. I wouldn't have been able to free Mother of this city on my own. My hero. This is hardly the first time you've supported me or helped me accomplish something when I needed it the most. So for all the times I was too stubborn to say it, thank you, Ring. Oh. She admits that she's stubborn. I hope we'll get the chance to repay you for this someday, for everything. In what way? In what way, Alyssa? What do you mean? Surely we would need Sharon's help for this too. Gulp. Repay me? There we go. Well, anyway, thanks for all the help today. Oh, you sneaky devil, you. I'm gonna be going now. See you later. Alright, yeah. I think out of all of the girls that we have here, like, the most, like, obviously in love one is Alyssa here. I'm not sure what that was all about. Oh my god, you fucking dumbass. Duh! She was blushing and talking about repaying me and had a very heartfelt, you know, thank you, despite her being very, you know, stubborn and tsundere. She actually opened up to us and was being very sincere. I wonder what that was all about. Dumbass. Only because you have the hots for your own sister. You fucking degenerate. I'm not sure. I guess I better get ready to head out too. Yeah, because that's what she wants, for you to fucking leave. Your bond with Alyssa. The boner that Alyssa has for you has increased. Three sizes that day. Yeah, without question. She loves us. She wants that Reen Schwarzer 8 leaves blade in her. 8 leaf style. 8 dick style. Alright. Speaking of getting the hots for people, let's go to Jackass's repair shop. I don't want to fast travel. I want to enjoy the city. I want to enjoy the fact that I'm actually here in Ruhr again. and actually walk our way there. I'm gonna go and throw away some tissues because, you guys know how my nose is super runny, so I have like 7 like used tissues on my goddamn desk. I'm gonna go throw them away. Not only that, but I have like fucking receipts and bills and bullshit from the bank and a bunch of fucking student loan stuff. It's crazy. That's how you know that you're an adult. You have a bunch of like government documents and bills and shit on your desk. I hate it. And then here, in one corner on my desk, I have my keyboard and my stream deck and all of the stuff that I actually use 24/7. The other 90% of my desk is all just adult stuff. Hashtag adulting. Speaking of adulting, where's my phone? Gotta check the gram, yo. Gotta check the Instagram. Should I make a post? Yes, quite. Should I just post an epic picture on my Instagram, like right now, baby? Do like a beautiful little selfie. Taking my shirt off. No. I shouldn't. I shouldn't. Women's eyes will melt at the sight of my sculpture-like figure. I saw the purple hair and I thought it was Angie. And then I saw that it wasn't even a woman and I said, you're not even worth talking to. Don't you know that the future is female? I kid. I joke, I kid. It's all fun and games until somebody gets offended. In which case, I will continue to make jokes. Where's Jackass? Jackass's place. Where's Steve-O? Probably on the lower level, eh? Repair. RF. Okay, right next to the RF store. Alright. Dinner. Rhineford. Brewer Station. Ooh, there's a green exclamation point there. Probably a questo. Questy boy. Rural Residence 2. There we go. Repair shop, Jackass. Junk! I like the little junk there in the corner. Speaking of jackasses, look at the little kid. Locomo. Grandpa, how do I get good at being a jackass? Play hide and seek. Where are ya, jackass? Hiding in places where people won't find ya. That's what I mean. How do I find places where people won't find me? Well, if you fucking found it, that defeats the purpose now, doesn't it? Jackass is doing some maintenance on my orbital gun for me. Hey, man, don't be so rude. He's fixing your orbital gun. You gotta show him some respect. With a name like that, I wasn't sure what to expect when Elisa introduced me to him. But it seemed like he really knows his stuff, the fucking jackass. I just wish he had a bit more of a refined, dandy-ish aura about him, sort of like Gwyn. Then he'd be more my type. If only he drank so much more. The inside of your head must be a terrifying place to live. Oh, come on. Hee hee, you have no idea, Reen. All kidding aside, though, you should take this chance to make sure all of your gear is in good shape. There's no telling when you'll need to put it through some hard use, and it always pays to be prepared. I just take a chance to have a look around. Yeah, sure. Bonding points with Sarah. Baby girl Sarah. Best girl Sarah. Would you mind if I hung around here until your maintenance is finished up? Now that I look around, there seems to be a lot of things here worth checking out, like that Nintendo Switch over there. You can if you want. But I think what you really need is something else. What do I mean by that? Get your sword ready. Oh, shit. Okay, well, we're fighting now? As soon as he's finished with my gun, there's somewhere I want to take you. Oh, God, we're fighting. We're fighting. As it turned out, that somewhere ended up being the hyperbolic time chamber. Reen, I need you to turn into a Super Saiyan. That is the only way that we can defeat Cell. Like, Instructor Sarah, what the hell are you talking about? Alrighty, I don't think anyone's gonna come barging in and disturbing us all the way out here if we have a romantic, dramatic kiss. Yeah, I doubt it. But why'd you bring me here in the first place? I've come to kill you. You told me not to forget my sword, so I'm guessing it's not a date. Unfortunately. Pshaw, you've never been on a Sarah date, and by Sarah date you mean just go to the bar and get fucking wasted. Get chocolate wasted. Oh, God. Anyway, I hope you're ready to get all hot and heavy with me. Wait, you just told me this wasn't a date. As we pour ourselves into a no-holds-barred combat training. As I said, you told me there wasn't a date. Are you fucking flipping me, man? And this time I'm not gonna hold anything back, so you better be ready. I want you to fight me like your life depends on it. Oh, God. You can leave this little excursion one of two ways. Walking with your head held high or on a stretcher. Alright, as long as I'm not dead. Arg! Me hearty, here we go. You do realize that I can summon a giant robot whenever the fuck I want, right? I don't know what brought this on, but I can see this isn't one of your usual gags. In that case, I accept your challenge. You'll get only my best today. Alright. Ciao. Puyo tara. Ura. Kamehameha. Oh, Hokuto no Shinken. What other shonen anime? Nen power. Puyo. Double boy. Use the force loop. True to her words, Sarah came at Ring with all the fear of a raging storm. Despite bringing the best of his skill to bear, he was just barely able to withstand her assaults. How are you so strong? The future is female. This is what it's like when you're not pulling your punches, huh? When the white cis male is not the ruler of society anymore, huh? Damn straight. The most fiercest of battles. This world's not a nice place. It's not a fair place. But I fought tooth and nail for my place in it anyway. The world takes from you, too. I've almost lost count of how many irreplaceable things have been taken away from me. So many friends, allies, bottles of beer, cans of beer, barrels of beer. I don't even have a homeland to call my own now. Instructor. Bet I did whatever I had to do to keep on living no matter what. And turning Super Saiyan purple was the way to do it. As standing here before you now is the sum of all those ugly, painful experiences. Life will knock you down over and over again, but if you rise just one more time, that makes you the victor. Fuck yeah, add that to the quotes. That's something I've kept on believing. And seeing you students giving it your all, has only strengthened that belief. Well, my boner just got bigger for Sarah. That's why I've decided that everything life has taught me in the school of hard knocks, I'm gonna teach you. Not through words or lessons or fancy platitudes, but through battle. Fuck! How is she not best girl for everybody? I'm ready to learn. You might have gotten the better of me before, but I'm ready for round 2 anytime. Attaboy, let's not waste time chit-chatting then. You ready? Alright, here we go again. They resumed their battle and the intense training continued. Ring focused everything on the fight, fending off Instructor Sarah's onslaught as best he could. Unfortunately, he died from his injuries and, yeah, the nobles won the war and it's over. The end. After a long, difficult fight. Alright, superhero landing pose. Pant. Looks like neither of us has the energy to go another round. We'll have to call this one a draw, but at the very least, I say we got in some good training. Well, firing. It's kind of scary how strong you are, though. It was all I could do to keep you at bay. I didn't even get a proper hit on you in the end. You could have, though. All you would have had to do is fire up that power of yours. And you should have, since you know, I specifically told you to fight like your life depended on it. But wouldn't that be cheating? Like, what's the point in using that power if I can't even beat anybody, just with in base form, you know? Like, I don't know. I need to, level up my base form. So that my Super Saiyan form is stronger, you know? Hee, just messing with you. That consideration you always show for others is part of what makes you strong. I know you're still beating yourself up over what happened yesterday, and that's totally understandable. But at the end of the day, you gotta get past it and move on. No one can do that for you. But you will, though. I have no doubt about that. So keep your chin up and your gaze forward, I guess. I mean, I already forgot about that, man, so, you know. Thanks, instructor. I'll try at least. A lot of people are counting on me, and I don't want to let them down. Okay, I have 2 points left. The two stayed and rested for a while to get their strength back, and once they felt better, they went together back to Rur. Sarah got drunk as usual. Alright, who do we do? Who did we not do last time? Toa. Oh boy. I want to do Toa very badly. I also want to do a social link with her, so let's go ahead and do it. With Toa. Softly. Sensually. Where is she again? She is in the diner. Devonce's diner. Let's have a fierce battle, eh? Oh, I hear all the mine workers. You sure it's okay to be treating us like this, Devance? Sure am. Drink up. It's all in the house. This is a time to be celebrating. Oh, hey. What up? Yuna. Oh, hello there. I'm sorry about all the noise Devance is making. He always has to exaggerate. He didn't do a darn thing like that and he knows it. Never mind him. If you're hungry, feel free to order away. Yeah, ha, ha, ha. And that's how I ended up helping her. Who could say no to Lady Angelica? Oh, now I getcha. Bah, I knew you were up to some. So what'd you help her with? Don't tell me all you did was give her a place to sleep. Of course not. You'd be better off asking what I didn't do. You should have seen me, pistol in hand, taking the guys after her out like they were nothing. Ah, come on, don't be taking the credit for our work. Wahaha, I don't buy it for a second, but that's one hell of a story. Great. It's bullshit, but I believe it. Alright, sorry, Yuna. I know I got in your way. Can't celebrate without a damn good drink, and today's a great day to be celebrating. Here's to the liberation of Roar. Aye, Captain Crunch. I ain't buying anything other than that you helped her bit, but that's good enough for me. Who cares as long as things are back to normal around here? Wah ha 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 dio. Wah ha 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 Waluigi. Old Devance really knows how to treat his customers right. Yuna, bring me another one. Another backflip? Turns out Yuna can backflip. Merchant Moritz. Morte? Gulp. The food here is so filling. It's great. I love the Norwegian seasoning too. Once I'm done here, it's off to business meeting a little farther up north. I wonder what wonderful dish or wonder what wonderful business opportunities are waiting for me. Whew, why do I have to do this? Log? They won't even pay me with Mara? What kind of job pays with books? I don't even like books. Here. Oh, Gambler Jack. Great. That one book that I always read. You know me. I'm still man at the counter anyway. I thought everything was back to normal now. Why yourself to help run the joint? Why are you wearing your miner armor? I was about to say armor. Your miner outfit. Exciting grill. Let's see. 10,000 HP. Barbecue grill made of ingredients that mix perfectly. A rich carbonara made using lots of milk and cheese. Oh, I like privileged carbonara. Rich carbonara. Alright. Gimme. 24,000. Do I want to get that grill? It looks delicious. I'll buy one. Just so that I can get the recipe for it. Alright, oh, here's Angie. Hi, Irene. Oh, I'm talking to you. Hey there, glad to see you're taking it easy. You've earned it. Right back at you, Angelica. Are you taking a break together, then? Haha, we certainly are. Nothing makes me happier than spending some quality time with my dear sweet Toa. George is at the Institute, too, so it's just the two of us, and it's about time I whisk her off into her own private little world. Ah, I like how you think. No, Angie, stop! Not here! Ah, you really haven't changed a bit, but in a weird way I've missed this. You and your perviness. Now we just need Crow. Yeah, sure. Uh-huh. Everybody still considers him a friend, even though he fucking is the one that caused all of this. Our crew won't be complete until we drag his ass back home kicking and screaming. Crow is like the Blackbeard of this world, and everybody's still treating him like he's our good buddy that didn't do anything wrong. Oh, boy. This is like a Hitler did nothing wrong kind of thing. I'm so glad that Angie's bang. But we still need Crow. I'm not gonna give up until we get him back. Maybe I should ask him to join him since I'm here and all. Yeah. Would you ladies mind if I join you? Not at all. I guess I'll have to pay you. I'll pay for you since you're the bright-eyed first year. Yeah, the bright-eyed first year that's stopping battles and wars and shit. I mean, I don't know. Maybe a first year, but you know. Getting all the volumes with Gambler Jack 2 can get you a Zemurian ore for ultimate weapons, but there are 3 other ways to get those. This really is relaxing. Hee hee. A lot of characters say hee hee a lot, don't they? That certainly doesn't make me feel insecure about me doing hee hee a lot of my own dialogue for this other personal project that I'm working on that is probably never gonna come out, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I like spending time with it! And I will not hear any different. Don't judge me. The tea here is nice for a working class diner, isn't it? I've always been fond of this place. Always used to sneak out of the mansion for some booze. I mean, relax like a sweet and innocent young maiden. Yeah, sure. You're 18, right? I'm sure you like to hang out with Sarah a lot in that case. Angie, you aren't supposed to be drinking alcohol. Oh, come on, but all teenagers drink alcohol. When I was in high school, everybody was fucking getting crunk. They weren't even 18. Teehee, forgive me, my dear. Still, it feels like it's been ages since we were able to sit and talk like this. Settling things with my father paid off. Really has been too long. Yeah, it has. Hold on, your hair's looking a little disheveled, Toa. Oh, come on, just an excuse to feel her up. What? It is? It makes sense that it might, I guess. Ever since I started wearing the captain's hat, I haven't been paying much attention. That won't do it all. Your hair's so long and beautiful, you need to take better care of it. I know. Why don't I comb it for you? Oh, would you mind? It's been so long since you last did it. I kind of miss it. Ah, they're so close. It's adorable. You're making me horny. Oh, just do it right there. Okay, very, very subtle hair combing sounds. That should do the trick. Oh my god, Toa looks amazing with loose hair. Wow, it's kind of strange seeing you with your hair down, but I gotta admit, you look amazing. Yeah, you think? Yeah, you look cute. I mean, whatever. I have always been a fan of long hair. There really aren't a lot of girls, in my opinion, that can rock short hair well. Angelica's one of them, Sharon's one of them. I don't know. There's certain styles that I like, but for the most part, there are people that were just born to have long hair. And I think girls look way prettier with long hair. That's just my opinion. You know, for all you ladies out there, if anyone want to hang out, remember, I like hair a lot, you know, so if you have long hair, and you take really good care of it, you know, yeah, you have my attention. She looks surprisingly mature when she has her hair down, doesn't she? Cuteness and maturity, the best of both worlds. She's such a queen, I could just fuck you right here. Okay, that's enough, Angie. Can I please have my ribbon back? No! No, not yet. This is my chance to try all kinds of fun things with your hair. Make a fucking Eiffel Tower with your hair. He does still need to answer for his crimes. I can understand their feelings, but I would like it if they mentioned that he does need to answer for the wrongs he's done, yeah? I'll fucking shoot a man in the chest in the middle of a speech. He didn't even wait until he was done. Damn it. Yeah. It's, he does have to pay. I've had a collection of ribbons stored away for the next time I get to play with it like this. Stay right here while I go get them. Oh my god. She really is gonna walk out of here and come back with some ribbons. Hold on a minute. That's not the exit. That's the fucking closet. Too late. Alright, now we have our private time, just you and I. She is unbelievable. Unbelievably hot. I don't know, Toa. There's no harm in spending time like this together once in a while, especially when it's been so long since you last, talked. When we think about it, these are the kinds of peaceful moments we're fighting to return to. Yeah, exactly. We're fighting all these battles so that shit like this can become commonplace. That's true enough. Is it gonna be like the fucking superhero thing where, like, yeah, everything is at peace, but the world is boring now because of it? Angie and I were recently talking about how things would have been if the war hadn't started. If we were still at the academy, our time there would rapidly come into an end. We're second year, so this is the time we really need to be thinking about what to do after graduation. Oh yeah. Have you been able to give that any thought? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm fortunate enough to have received offers from all kinds of organizations and ministries. If they do get him back, things won't immediately go back to how they were. He would be going to prison for sure. I mean, 95% of everything will go back to normal. It'll be all of that, just minus Crow, and honestly, I'm okay with that. I never really liked Crow to begin with. George has gotten them from research facilities and institutes all across the country, and Angie seems to have a lot on her mind about what to do too, what with her family and all. I got more work cut out for me if I hope to be in as good a position as you guys when I graduate. You are still a first year, so I still wouldn't sweat it if I were you. You still got plenty of time. To tell the truth, though, I think the war has made all of us more unsure of what to do. Even assuming that when it does end, we're able to go back to our lives like they were before. I feel like we have a duty to think about this country's future. Just picking some career off of a list isn't good enough. I'm amazed you're thinking on such a grand scale. Personally, I feel like I've got my hands full just thinking about my own future. I really can't compare. But with all these girls that want to do me, I mean, who do I dedicate my future to? That's not true at all. I think it's only because of you that we're able to see things like this. Sorry? And like, what? Your class is a source of hope to all of us. It's only because we've got that hope we can believe in that we can think of what to do when the war's over. As long as you're out there fighting to bring it to an end, we can all believe that end will really come. So let's keep fighting together, okay? Nah. We were able to save Angie. I'm sure we can do anything else we put our minds to. We did just save a whole city, so yeah. You roll things out? What am I even saying? Of course we can. Head pats. Feel a lot better now, Toa. Thank you. Hee hee. Glad I could help. Oh, did I miss something? Are you two about to make out, or what? You got the ribbons? Ah, you're back. If you wanted to enjoy a date with my little Toa, you should have asked her. Wait, are you saying that you would let me? Gave me permission? You're the only man I'd even think of entrusting her to. Alright, cool. I would have helped set up things nice and smooth. Alright. I'm sure you still will want to have your turn with her, though. Whoa, what are you talking about, Angie? We're just having tea at a distance, like normal people. Ha 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 ha. Ah ha 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 ha. Ah ha 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 ha. We're gonna fuck. Angelica made her way over to the table and went right to working. Went right to work, trying an obscene number of cute ribbons on Toa. Rain casually sat back and enjoyed his cup of tea, every once in a while cracking a warm smile at an increasingly flushed Toa. Great. Doo-doo-doo. President Toa, eh? Beautiful. If it weren't for Class 7, wouldn't even be thinking about graduating right about now. Let her know what to do afterwards, so let's keep fighting. If we're able to save Angie, I'm sure we'll be able to do anything other than that. Not only did you schedule a romantic rendezvous with my lovely little Toa, you did so right in front of me, you fucking sly dog. You. If you fucking do that again, I'll fucking kick you. That takes some guts. I figured I was the apex predator in the courting kingdom, but maybe I better watch out for you, yeah, before I fucking snatch you next. I like that Angie is, like, literally the only one that knows what the hell is going on. Oh, but oblivious Reen. Doesn't know what the hell is going on. It's like a dog getting carried by many people at a party, just staring off blankly into space, just waiting for the humans to stop holding them so much. Alright, I have 1 point left, and I refuse to spend it on any of the penis-bearing individuals. Fee? Emma? Milliam? Laura? Homer? There are a lot of girls. Lots and lots of girls, and I can't decide. There's 4 of them. They should have had Crow part of the class a lot earlier. The vast majority of his characterization is relegated to bonding events. Exactly. Bonding events that I refuse to do because fuck Crow. Yeah, not only that, they put him at like slightly over halfway through the game. That doesn't give you enough time to relate to him. They should have just, they should have just had him there from the start. Then it would be a lot more believable. You know, and then it would actually hurt so much more when it's like, hey, the guy that you've been hanging out with for so fucking long, since like hour 1 of the game, he betrayed your trust, you know? Instead of just having a guy that occasionally shows up, and then like halfway through the game, you know, becomes a class member, and, you know, if you want to get to know him better, it's like some fucking optional social link thing that you don't have to do, and then like, we're supposed to act like we're heartbroken over it, when like, you know, people's playthroughs will vary. For some people, it'll be like, oh my god, Crow, I did all of those social link things for him, right? But then you're gonna be a guy like me that didn't even do any of his things once, and I'll be like, who cares? Whatever. He shot the fucking governor or whatever. He deserves to get chin-checked, you know? Alright. Who do I do? I can't decide. I didn't do Milliam before, right? I skipped over Milliam last time. So I guess we'll do Milliam. Although I really, really want to do Laura. And Emma. And Fee. Fuck. Decisions. Why I gotta give me a limited amount of points, goddammit. I guess the Isengraph's pretty much stuck in Ruhr Station for the time being. Better stuck than under Alliance control, right? Now that I think about it, an arrow went and got what I left in there a while ago. I went to the game twice, so saw all bonding events. Those replace actual in-story characterization, though. I should grab it before it starts raining again. I should tag along. It'd be kind of cool to take a look around inside, too. Wait, hold up. I want to see what all the girls are doing before I make a decision. A decish. Before I make my decish, you know? Dog. He looks weird. Scary. RF store. She's inside here. Go. Oh, looking at swords and armor? This is my first time seeing Ruhr. I must admit I'm very impressed. My expectations were high given the Reinford Company's presence here. But I can safely say they've been shattered. Now they'll have to pay for damages, so I'll sue them. I think this single shop alone has more types of orbital goods than the entirety of Legram. I feel kind of like a child in a candy store, to be honest. There's so much I want to look at while I'm here. I never disliked Crow, but that is a major problem I have with his character. I'm different. I full-on dislike Crow. Quite a bit. I could go for some window shopping. I want somebody fun, you know? I want to have fun with people. I was more mad with him in my first playthrough. Let's see. Aurelia's Daily Goods. She's not inside, right? She's outside. Oh, hey! Vivi and Lynn, finally! The two girls reunite. What up, Vivi? Hello, Reen. Hello, Reen, with a little heart. Hey, 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 you know what's good, Vivi? Can we not do this just for today? No, let's do this every day! I feel like I should just wear a shirt that says I'm sorry about her or something. No, you shouldn't be. Oh, come on. She's so much fun and everybody's like, I'm sorry. Aw, come on, I'm just having a bit of fun with my two best pals. Yeah, I am your best pal. Don't let anybody tell you any different. It's been so long since we've seen each other that she probably missed all the teasing. Really? I'm just so happy to see you again. I was so worried this whole time. I never should have left you alone like that. You must have been really scared. I'm so sorry. I should be the one saying all that. Oh no, here come the tears. Wow, you're such a dummy, Lind. Hee hee, there. It's great to see the two of you back together again. Reen, we owe you so much. We may not have ever seen each other again if it weren't for Class On and the Courageous. Now it's time for me to return the favor by joining the crew and doing all I can to help out. Yay! Hee hee, you better. Since I'm gonna keep spicing up your lives as the ship's sexiness officer. Yes! I officially endorse the sexiness officer position. That's not a... I don't think any airship... That's nothing. Yeah, whatever. Do it. I know you're trying to joke. You're trying to joke to cover up the fact that you're crying, but it's really not working. Fine. Let's get on that ship and cry together and then make out. Follow me. I'll show the way. Alright, then. What do you mean, show the way? You gotta get teleported up there. Thanks again, Arena. We'll see you later. See you on board. Oh, no, wait. It's landed on the airport, right? Lynn was welcome aboard the Courageous. Alright, cool. Yay. Sexiness officer. You see, this is the best part of this entire arc. Emma. Yeah, there we go. What are you looking at? Looking at UFOs? Up in the sky? What? The city is so amazing that I almost can't take it all in. It's not so much a different city as it is a different world. Nothing is familiar. A lot of technology. And, it really goes against my upbringing that's based on magic, you know? I know a lot of our classmates feel this way, but I grew up in such a rural area, I can hardly believe what I'm looking at. Yeah, I felt the same the first time I was here. It's a far cry from Ymir, that's for sure. From Skyrim land. Still, while you're here, why not walk around and take in the sights? It's a bit intimidating, but there's a lot to see. That sounds like a fun idea. Marvelous idea, honey. Reen, I know it's hard, but I hope things get better for you soon. Thanks, Emma. I hope so too. Maybe we should appreciate a guide. Ruhr is a big place. Ah, man, I feel like taking Emma around everywhere will be a more romantic endeavor than you know, window shopping with Laura, or you know, just going to the train to do whatever with Milliam. Where's? Oh my God, Fee's all the way over there. Alright, let's sprint all the way over there. Her shinobi ass can go very, very quickly, jump around all these places. I have an eyelash on my eye that just fell out, and it's been bothering me this whole time. It's gonna get in my eye. It's gonna get in my eye. Bother me. She's right there. Get her. I can see the floating exclamation point. Or do I? I just passed her. Should I go and check on Valimar in the hold? I won't have time to do anything else. Return to the Courageous. No. Stay outside. Wait, what the fuck? Where's... I'm an idiot. I'm so stupid. Me brain no work. Me brain deflate like a balloon. This is what happens when you take too much of the drug. Come on. You gotta be here somewhere. I can smell you. I can smell your flatness. Fee. Heading back to the ship? Not yet. Just wandering, trying to figure out what to do. If I really can't think of anything, I'll probably go check in on Valimar and then laze around inside. I'm exhausted about everything that went down yesterday. Me too. Hard to get what happened to V out of my head. He might have been our enemy, but he gives condolences for our boss's death back at the mine, so it was hard to hate him. He did, didn't he? I almost forgot. Guess it makes sense that I'm not the only one who feels down after all that. Might be good to spend time with V since we're both here. Now, you know what? I have decided. I want to go talk to Emma. I want to show her around the city, you know? She's so overwhelmed. It's just, you know... It's just so much for her. We need somebody to, you know, show her around. Be a guide. Be there when people need her, you know? Laura, Milliam, I mean, they know their way around. You know, they can take care of themselves. But, you know, this poor, defenseless, delicate lady, she needs our help. Let's be a gentleman. Let's put our fedoras on. Be a gentleman and say, my lady, may I take you through a tour of San Diego Comic-Con? How about I give you a guided tour of the place? We can have a date where we eat pizza and watch anime. I've been here before, so I should be able to give you a decent one at least. Not Alyssa grade, but still. Are you sure you wouldn't mind? Hee, I'd love that. Alright, as long as the cat isn't here, we're good. I keep forgetting that the cat even exists. What a strange sensation. The idea of moving staircases is incredible, isn't it? Sure enough. What weird magic is this? This isn't the only one on the continent. Zeiss over in Liberal has one too. I wouldn't be surprised if they were introduced into more cities in Erebonia. Great. So if you play another Legend of Heroes game and you see those staircases, oh, that explains it. What's that big structure over there? That's a big fucking orbital generator. Big antenna. That's where everybody gets their Wi-Fi from. They provide the energy that this town and its factories need to work. I've heard they have plans to make more of them too. Or at least they had plans. I'm guessing they've been put on a hold until the Rhineford company is fully reorganized again. It's amazing that technology like this actually exists. It's like magic in a way. Oh, more wires. Rain continued to show him around the city, focusing primarily on the things one couldn't find anywhere else. Eventually, their tour came to an end and they decided to stop for a rest. They went to the local McDonald's and ate the fine delicacies of this place. They partook in the cuisine. There's so much to take in here that my head's still spinning. Every time I thought I'd seen all there was to see, you lead me to something else that was even more incredible. That's the same way I felt the first time I was here. It gets even more incredible when you realize that in a few decades, places that look like this could be the norm. Welcome to 2019. You may be right, especially with the way technology is always advancing. I wonder if someday I'll have my phone, my music player, and my internet browser all in one place in my pocket with a screen that I just touch. It reminds me of something I read in a book once. It's that technology that is beyond the comprehension of the observer is indistinguishable from magic. Ooh, that's another one for the quotes. That's one way to look at it, sure. But if that is the case, where does it leave witches like me? Burning at the stake, I guess. If people develop new technology, it's embraced with open arms, but our equally convenient magic is feared as heretical. Yeah, I'd even say that magic is better. That's why we're forced to live in the shadows, hiding both our existence and our powers away from the people. Is that the only reason we exist, to fulfill duties that nobody even knows about while the world leaves us behind? Damn. Sorry, Emma, I never realized you felt that way. Yeah, I always feel like with Emma, there's like a more interesting story to tell, and it's kind of like a side thing. Oh, not at all. I'm the one who should be sorry. I didn't mean to ramble at you like this. No, I like listening to you ramble. You're shouldering a far heavier burden than I am right now. Another person's worries are the last thing you need. What do you mean is far less? I mean, it's about as heavy. I mean, we're talking about stopping a war. You're talking about, like, stopping the existence of your people from extinguishing because people don't understand you. But it's hypocritical because people accept technology like it's fucking nothing, even though they don't understand it, like magic. I get it. Even more so when my duty as a witch is to support you. Great. I'm sure Grandmother and Celine would be very annoyed at me right now. No, quite the opposite. You're being really cute right now. You don't have anything to be sorry for. Just some of those... honestly, all of your concerns make sense to me. I don't think anyone exists just to fulfill some arbitrary set of duties, especially you. Yeah, I mean, after the duty is done, what do you do after that, right? You gotta live your own life. Baby! You're really... You...
Rin-sama! Senpai! You really think so?
Sure, you're right.
You're a witch! Ow!
That doesn't have to define who you are as a person. To us, you are Emma, our class president, and our nakama, who also just so happens to be a witch. Hey, Sabrina Emma the teenage witch. Nobody gets to pick how they were born, but everyone deserves to choose how they want to live their life. Hey. A lot of quote material here. I suppose you're right. Don't let being a witch force you into dedicating your life to fulfilling your duties or whatever. Go, get on your broomstick and fly to wherever you want. Turn people into toads, who cares? Focus on finding something that you want to do. We're all here to help you do that, you know that, right? You're not alone. I don't think anyone else in our class has figured out exactly how to live their life either. I mean, a lot of them are kind of privileged, you know? A lot of them kind of already have their lives already pretty well set up for them. I mean, Elliot loves music, you know, that's already what the direction that he's gonna take. You know, you have Gaius, you know, he's obviously gonna go back home to his tribe and essentially take over or something. With Alessa, she already decided that she's gonna take over for her mom. Yeah, it's a lot of these, you know, high-class rich people that already have a place to fall back to, you know, as opposed to, you know, even Gaius, you know? Like, Gaius has his governor dad, you know, so he can kind of do that, too. I feel like they all have a very clear and predictable place to go after this. They just have to say it out loud. When you put it that way. There's no supposing about it, is there? You're right, thank you, Reen. It may not be easy to find something I want to do for myself, but maybe this time, it's time that I start thinking long and hard about it. If I run into any difficulties, though, you'll be the first person to come to for support. Yes, that's exactly what I want. Whenever you need it, I'll be there. I'll be there. Bum, 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 ba, da, 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 da. Yeah, I'll be there for you. Maxima Genitalia, hello. How you do? Alright. I have used up all of my points. I have recruited another person onto my team. And, what now? Biblio. That sounds magical. That sounds like you're some sort of entity that preys on children and torments them while they sleep. They say the modernization of Ruhr was really dependent on 3 people. The former Reinford chairman, Gwyn Reinford. Second president, Schmidt of the Ruhr Institute of Technology. The third isn't nearly as well known, but is the genius artisan, Jackass. They're all amazing, but they apparently don't get along very well, so you won't see them working together very often. Is that why Jackass is in a tiny little hut, as opposed to the Reinford building? It's a shame, too. Imagine what sort of incredible things they could make if they all worked together. Yeah. A bunch of stupid little shit. A bunch of small little disagreements is what ends up stopping some incredible progress. Andre, what up? Andre 3000. Hey! This time maybe made of steel, but his people are not. To see them finally understand each other moves me to tears. I'm so proud of all of you. Yo ho 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 ho. Do you hope to become preachers of love as well? Stay away from him. Don't give him money. Don't give him money. Okay, my points are out. So let's go to Jackass's repair shop and see if I can buy anything. Ooh. I have a lot of money, so things might be getting back to usual around here. I gotta look into a little something for old Gwyn. We both know there's something going on in the shadows of this war, but outside of that, we're both in the dark. I can't exactly leave Locomo and go looking into it right now, though. Gonna have to wait for things to settle down a bit. Alright, let's trade. Nah, I don't want any of this shit. No, thank you. No, thank you. Okay, on. THP, I know this has nothing to do with cold steel, but your thoughts on the idea of Lego Senran Kagura? No, thank you. No, thank you. It'll be a while before we're back to producing anything. Alright, let's go to a shop that can sell me... Okay, that's ornaments, but I want weapons. Weapons and armor, please. Deli goods. There we go. RF arms. Wild arms. 2. No, 3. That's the best one, in my opinion. Shunsui Katal Pabo. Okay, I'm only gonna spend money on characters that I think I'm gonna be using. I know it'll come a point where I'm gonna be forced to use one of the guys, and I don't want I don't want to, but I'll have to at some point. Wrath and Blitz. All right, I guess it's armor from here on out. Dragon skin jumpsuit. 487. Oh, okay, that's a pretty big increase. Wear that shit. I know the ADF goes down, but whatevs, brah. Okay, Milliam and Sarah. That's important. Agility is gonna go down to 0 if I go for that? I don't know. I'll buy one for Laura. All of the ladies. Fee. Dragon skin shoes, alright. And we still have that too. Alright, deck everybody out in as much armor as I can. That's 1,800, so, you know. We good. Not that bad. Honestly, pick a main party. Give the off party your hand-me-downs. Sounds good. I mean, for me, it's just the women. You know, all of the female characters and Reen. We'll get all of this stuff. There we go. That was all of our money, man. White liquid. Ew. Thick vanilla milkshake. I don't want to sell any of this. Except for the math. Alright. So everything else. For all those smelly dudes. Give them hand-me-downs. Gaius, what up? My boy. Yeah, there we go. Blue scale, fiber jacket, survival, flexible kit. Uses alberia. Uses algebra. Ebony boots. Puppy watch, bunny watch. Puppy watch, bunny watch, bunny watch, bunny watch. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. It's fine. Titanium Koto. Yeah, you're right. I should just go for all the hand-me-downs and give them to all of those other party members that don't deserve it. We've been going for 50 hours, though. Let's go ahead and save our progress. It looks like on the weapons department, we're pretty, on point. We really don't need to buy anything new because we haven't seen anything new. We're not getting sold anything particularly, attractive. But they're selling this stuff that we already have. Alright, we done? I think we're done. Let's go back to the airport and continue on this damn story. We've already been going 1 hour. That's already half the stream just doing the relationship stuff, so... There'll be a time where you use 2 parties. That's fine. Doesn't matter to me. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, boy. You see, I'm against the grain because when the escalator goes up, I go down. Hehehe. I'm very anti-establishment in that way. And get the Eisengraf's pretty much stuck in Root Station for the time being. I should grab it before it starts running again. Butler? On my way back to the mansion. Try as I might to bring Lady Annabelle home, she's not having any of it. Oh god, Annabelle's still out and about. I'm so shocked by how much she's changed since I last saw her. She was never so selfish before. I don't know how I'm going to avoid telling her father about all of this. She decided to become a professional fisherman. What up, cute maid? Linda. I was happy that Linda was able to see her sister again. It's not like they plan on working in the Courageous together too. I suppose I'll need to go work extra hard now that she's gone. Alright, the Ruhr Airport. Let's go. Let's go back to the ship. I know that I can just fast travel there, but I want to take in the world of cold steel, you know what I mean? I want to be able to enjoy in the environment. Look at the mountains. Have a big whiff, a big smell of the fresh Erebonian oxygen, you know what I mean? Alright, I used up all my points. Check on Valimar. Actually... Before I do, let's save our progress. Just in case we gotta go back. Save. Save a chocolate. Ugh, excuse me. Go. Go check on your big robot and then lazy around the ship. That's how you said you would.
Up a rank you go. Here's a bonus from the Academy.
Ooh, Strega Omega as a perk. That sounds like a... I don't know, Strega Omega. Sounds like some sort of superhero or something.
Well done.
Alright, I'm rank A5. We're pretty close to the top rank. I don't think I'll reach it, though. May. Infiltrate Ruhr, AP8, Rescue Lind 2, recruit Lind and Angelica. Alright, AP2 and AP2. Creating 4. Plus 8. 12. Alright. Oh, that's for the whole chapter. Alright.
Keep up the good work.
You bet your ass I got an A. I got an S rank last time. Yeah, Infiltrate Ruhr, recruited Monk, Paula, Alan, Loggins, Fidelia, Dorothy, Lind, Angelica. And then I'll make a mech out of you with extra points. I'm just getting warmed up. 4, Creeper for Creeps, 3 with extra points. Yeah. Alright, beautiful. But you're not gonna give me an award for that, huh? Hello, big robot with big cock piece. With the biggest jockstrap in the world. What's up? Optimus Prime. Greetings, Sandwich Wiki. I told you I'm not Shia LaBeouf. How are you feeling, Valimur? Valley Boy? The battle yesterday must have been pretty hard on you. I am fine. The damage to my armor and lost mana have largely recovered. I expect to be in peak condition before our next battle. Must have been a random hidden quest there. The vast majority of hidden quests are students. That's good to hear. Just listen to you talk. You really have changed since we first met. Really? You just seem like a normal-ass robot to me. Talk a little more like a human now? Is that so? Though it would suggest that my memory is slowly recovering. Was that now? The part of me in which memories are stored appeared to be damaged. I have very few memories of the past, such as why I was sealed within the old schoolhouse to begin with. This includes my memories of language. Thus far, I've had to rely on the preset bare minimum of speech functionality. However, thanks in great part to your assistance, my speech functionality is slowly beginning to restore itself. Does that mean that your memories of the past are in return too? It is an indistinct memory as of clouded by white noise. I seem to recall someone burdened by a great sadness, much like yourself. That he is not able to fuck his sister. That's obvious, huh? I look that burdened to you. My hand, it hurts. I got cramps. Someone died right before my eyes, and I was powerless to stop them, even though they wanted to do it, and they brought it upon themselves because they instigated a fight. The more I think about it, the more I realize that I might have been able to stop it from happening. No, you couldn't. That regret's like a thorn stabbing into my heart over this man I didn't really know at all. Was the person in your memory able to move past your burdens? I'm unable to find any memories that answer that question. I don't remember the person in the past being such a bitch like you. I believe that your sense of regret is an entirely natural process for humans. Is that not the case? Well, yeah. Duh. Give thought to what you would do differently if confronted by the same situation again. If I can aid you, I shall. Yeah, you're right. I can't undo the past, but I can at least make sure I don't make the same mistake a second time. What? Winning the fight and defending yourself? You didn't make a single mistake, dude. Perhaps considering how to do that is the best thing I can do right now. Thanks, Valimar. I feel a little better after talking to you. Now, granted, just because I'm pushing back on this, that doesn't mean that I want every single bad guy to die, or, you know. Usually it's better for the biggest amount of people not to die. But I don't know. I just feel like that for this game, it makes so much sense to, at the very least, take them to prison or jail or something. Have some consequences, right? Have the bad guys actually get fucked over for once. I don't necessarily ask for death for every single villain, but I feel like that's not really something that we should be crying about. V dying. I'm afraid I must return to sleep. Should you require my aid again, you need only to call my name. I need to keep on getting stronger. Strong enough that I can protect the people around me, even the people that want to kill me. The ship's maintenance is probably almost done now. Maybe I should take a nap or something while I wait for the others to get here. Oh, phone call, ruining my nap. What up? What's the sitch? George's voice. Hey there, Reen. George here. Do you have a minute? Is something wrong? Well, I'm over at the Ruhr Institute of Technology at the moment, and an acquaintance of mine here has a pretty interesting proposal regarding your divine night. Past is fast, look at the future. Nice shave, thank you. I feel like a baby's ass right here. How do you think you can come over? Oh, how soon do you think you can come over? A proposal, who's this acquaintance of yours? Is the Institute's president, actually, Professor Schmid, the Empire's foremost orbital researcher. Ooh. I really need to shave myself? I mean, nobody's gonna shave for you. Unless you pay the right people for it. Arr. The greatest pirate alliance of all, with a big R in the building. We also do technology. Go on. Tell me what this is all about. So we want to put some decorative dice on your robot. Put some air fresheners in there. You know? Aerate the whole place. That is all. That's literally all I wanted to talk about. My name's G. Schmidt. I serve as this institute's president. G! I certainly wasn't expecting the pilot of that Ashenite to be only a boy. Well, sorry. The Alliance ought to be damn near ashamed of themselves if they keep losing to a snot-nosed brat like you. Okay. I don't know if I should be, I don't know if I should feel complimented or insulted. I was just saying I haven't shaved in a bit and really need to. I don't think that's any way to talk to a person you've only just met. Also, the person that also liberated the city, you bitch. He happens to be one of the students who helped you get that minor medal earlier in the year. And one of the students put out that request without any input from me. Really? Is that the same excuse that everybody fucking... It's kind of ironic that all of the adults always gotta have these fucking teenager level excuses of like, well, I didn't ask for you to do it. That's what a fucking emo, fucking shitty, pathetic little bitch always says. And now all of the adults are doing it. What is it about all of the young people that are very respectful and smart and actually have deep conversations about shit? But then they all grow older. They're all like not in high school anymore, and suddenly it's like, well, I didn't fucking ask you to save my life from terrorists. Why should I thank you? You're just a kid. You're saving the world, and you're doing so much more. You're accomplishing so much more than me, but you're just a kid. He should be kissing my boots for having the honor of assisting with my research, however indirect it was. Yeah, fuck you too, buddy. Some things never change. Putting that aside, you see, they're so mature and nice that they're not even gonna let themselves get triggered by it. They're just gonna be like, okay, what are you here for? What do you want to have like a Hawaiian girl bobblehead on my robot? That's all you want to talk to me about? Is that your genius jackpot idea? Put in a Hawaiian bobblehead, a fucking Fallout boy, a Fallout Vault Boy bobblehead on my robot when I'm fighting? Were you the one responsible for developing the Panther Soldats? You know, those robots that keep ruining our plans all the time? But then again, I have one of those, so whatever. It is. Duke Cayenne made the request, and I agreed to it. I used the ancient robot Ordine, the Society's archaism as a reference point, and then designed a frame that could be mass-produced even with the Reinford Company's technological capabilities. Afterward, I drew up plans for several models and oversaw the completion of a Draken prototype a few months back. Why do you ask? Do you have any idea what you've done, you asshole? Like, just slap him. You're wasting your time, Ring. He develops whatever catches his interest, even if it's a giant death laser that destroys the world, losing himself in it until he's done, and to hell with the consequences. The railway guns in Gorelia Fortress and the orbital wave jamming device in Nord were both designed by him too. Unbelievable. What's stopping me from shooting you in the face right now? Bah! An engineer who doesn't strive to destroy the whole fucking planet is a sad side of an engineer. Satisfy his intellectual curiosity. Yeah, sure, even if that intellectual curiosity fucking kills everyone. We just design things. It's up to their users to decide what to do to them. I mean, yes, but like, why would you make it knowing full well that somebody's gonna want to get their hands on it? Do you get it now? It was because I couldn't cope with this part of him that I ended up going to the academy over here. I totally get it, unfortunately. We're saying all this in front of him. Yeah, he is a horrible person. God, fucking Dr. Kokonoi from Blaze Blue is a million times better than you, and she's really rude to people. Like, she's like a bitch, but like a good, badass, awesome kind of bitch. Like a clever, smart kind of bitch, as opposed to this guy who's just like a fucking angry old man. Why don't you come visit the professor to begin with? Of course, that's what I was calling you here for. I was hoping I might be able to get some kind of advice or pointers from him. You know, we're getting a new weapon for Valimar. Oh! I mean, it'd be really good if we actually...
If I might be so bold as to offer a word of advice.
Get a bigger sword, nerd. Ha 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 ha.
Get Valimar a better sword. One like yours.
There we go.
If you think you're such hot stuff you can beat me without your 8 leaves training, you're in for a world of hurt.
Very selfish guy.
Correct choice of armaments is indeed paramount. Selecting one the Awakener is well suited to will increase combat efficiency exponentially.
If me and the robot are one and the same, then yeah, we'll fight better. Better connection, better mind connection, you know? George told me about what you're after. George of the Jungle here told me about what you're after. George is like, stop calling me that. I'm not fucking George of the Jungle. Fuck. When I was a little kid, that movie was a thing, and nobody would fucking stop calling me George of the Jungle, and it was so fucking annoying. And I mean, that was after people, got used to me wearing glasses, because there was a time where I didn't wear glasses, and then I wore glasses, and the fucking Harry Potter movie started coming out, and I was like, oh, what's up, Harry Potter? And I'm like, I'm not Harry Potter. He says you want a weapon capable of fighting on equal terms with the Azure Knight. We might have gone our separate ways, but he's still a former student of mine. I'm open to the possibility of designing something for you. Like a little pinecone air freshener or something. Really? You make a weapon for Valimar? Yes! Have you ever seen those hammers from Super Smash Brothers? You know, they go like those? Yeah, one fucking big giant one for your robot. Could you imagine a fucking like boss fight in Cold Steel? You know, with like the same kind of like drama and gravity, like, alright, Reen, this is our final battle. Alright, Crow, here we go, you know. Dun da 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 da, and then bing, little thing comes out of the ground. Game! The winner is Reen! Reen and Smash Brothers confirmed. If you want my help, I have one condition. Please scratch my little goatee beard. It's very itchy. Zemurian ore. Or what? Ringing the bells for you, Reen? I think so. You used that to make weapons for us before, didn't you, George of the Jungle? Oh, now you're saying it, Reen. Fuck. Oh, you know of it. Send me the effort of explaining, then you stupid little imbecile. It's an extremely rare ore found here in Zemuria. It's an astonishingly strong material that possesses a mysterious radiance within it. And what's more, it tastes delicious. I want to liquefy it and drink it so that I can get ultimate power. As I learned while developing the soldads, the frames of the Divine Knights are made up of that very ore. Your Ashen Knight included. Your ass-colored knight included. I have no idea. The Double Saber ordained use the Birdman Do, which I'm sure if you're going to compete against Croy, you need to touch them more. I understand anything of what you said. To make one, however, you're going to need vast quantities of ore. Yet, it was only recently discovered how to refine the ore at all. Processing will be immensely difficult. We just have to yell at it very, very hard for like 2 months. It'll eventually buckle under the pressure and liquefy into an ore that we can harden later into armor. But bring me the materials and I'll be willing to assist you. The concept of a weapon that can compete against Divine Knights is of great interest to me. It's all about weapons with you, huh? Well, I guess we're hypocrites because now we're helping them do another fucking death machine, but it'll benefit us, so I guess it's okay now, right? Even when you're helping people, it's only to help yourself, yeah. It'd be nice if you were doing it to atone for developing the soldads, but I can't picture those words coming out of your mouth. The very thought makes me feel very ill. Bear in mind, Zemurian ore is an incredibly rare material. I doubt you'll find enough of it to get the job done. Still, should you pull it off, I'll design you the finest Tachi you have ever laid your eyes on. On my name as an engineer, I can promise you that. Thank you, Professor. This will be great help to us. Rare or not, we'll play Banjo-Kazooie. We're going to find all the Zemurian ore we can make to make this work. I'll keep my expectations low. Fantastic. Like that, you'll be pleasantly surprised when we give you the materials. The advice Reen received on forging a new weapon for Valimar came from a surprising source, but they could not have asked for better. After politely excusing themselves, Reen and George of the Jungle left the Institute to reunite with the rest of the crew. Once the maintenance was declared complete, they boarded the Courageous and departed from Ruhr. Alright. Well, as soon as we thought that Reen was going to have a good night's rest. Oh, no, there we go. We're skipping another day. So maybe at some point, he did have a good night's rest. Still hate the professor. I still hate him. Alright, now what? Is going to be a lot of wandering around and recruiting more people? More quests, I guess. Just more cleaning up. Cleaning up the mess that has been made in this gosh dang darn country. We're about an hour and a half into the stream. Hey, there's Lyndon Beebe. And Mint. And Angelica. Hey, taking the helm. Driving me nuts, is how they say. Beautiful. This crew is getting overtaken by students. I like it. I have to tell you, I'm impressed. I was expecting this beauty of a ship to be on the feisty side, but she's a real sweet girl. I'm not even including all the sweet girls that are here on the ship. Cutting through the clouds like this feels wonderful. I could get used to this. Wow, I can't believe how quickly we've gotten the hang of it, Angie. Neither can I, says Alan. I think it's obvious who's more qualified to sit here between the two of us. The job's all yours now. Why, thank you. I hereby accept the position of Chief Helmsman and Courageous Second in Command. We already have the position for Sexiness Officer, so if you want it, you're gonna have to fight Vivi for it. She really is amazing, huh? There's no one out there who can tame a vehicle as fast as Angie. She can tame the motorcycle, she can tame a giant fucking ship. We're not gonna have to worry about a thing with her around, with the thing crashing or nothing. Moving right along, the good news is that we were able to liberate Ruhr as we said we would. I don't think any of us could have predicted how much the war situation would change in the process. We're like very slowly just having the school on the ship. Marquis Ragnar and his provincial army's withdrawal from the conflict will have a profound effect going forward. Losing one of their key members is bound to be a painful loss to the Alliance. For one thing, it should make things easier for Lieutenant General Vander and the 3rd Armored Division. Their greatest concern before now was the Norship Provincial Army, after all. So the Alliance's overwhelming supremacy is finally turning this way. Oh, it's political talk. Only in East Arbonia, though. They still come out on top in the West. Prince Oliver said as much, too. General Le Guin and Brigadier General Bardias are out there and claiming one victory after another. And then there's your brother, Eustace. He's a brilliant leader, and it shows. I see. Be that as it may, all we can do is focus our efforts on the Eastern Front for now. That's what we were entrusted with, and fretting over things we can't change won't do us any good, right? Let's put it into perspective, yeesh. We've got our hands full over here as it is, so let's make every moment count. Time to get back together and all the info we can. Speaking of, mind giving us an update on the situation with Valimar's weaponry? What? Alright, how could we forget? Professor Schmidt agreed to cooperate with us, didn't he? Cooperate is a strong word, Alyssa. He only cares about what interests him. Well, I mean, whatever. He's helping us. That it ends up benefiting us is completely secondary. Yeah, remember, he's only going to help if we happen to find enough Zumuri in order to make the weapon. How we're going to get stuff that rare is beyond me, though. You said the Valimar themselves was made out of that ore, did you not? You wouldn't happen to have any ideas, would you, Emma? Oh, like some way to track it? Some way to find it? Like a radar? With magic? I'm afraid the Hexen clan knows very little concerning the creation of the Divine Knights. Some legends passed down through the clan say that they were made during the time of the Great Collapse. During the Great Soda Crash. Specifically, they were forged by artisans who called themselves gnomes. Oh my god, we're gonna get what the fucking gnomes! We're gonna go and get fucking gnomes to make the fucking sword! Fucking sword in the gnome! That's an interesting name, gnome. I know the term from old stories much like anyone else, but I had no idea a band of artisans by that name existed. Supposedly, they once worked closely with the clan's ancestors. Somewhere down the line, the witches and the gnomes ended up parting ways. I couldn't tell you exactly when. What? Did I fucking skip something? I'm curious. Maybe so, but none of that's going to help us find any ore. Our chances of finding enough were pretty slim to begin with. I know where you can get enough, but only if you're willing to overcome some very difficult trials of cold steel specifically to obtain it. What up? You do? Really? What do I have to gain by lying? Other than a really, really fun time watching you idiots squirm. By me pranking y'all. You're aware of the strange ruins scattered all over the country, right? Oh, those shits? Oh, man. We gotta go to all of those? Oh, yeah. Where the higher elements were active. Those are the ones. They're called spirit shrines. They were built on top of septium veins long, long ago by the gnomes to encourage the formation of massive Zemurian ore crystals. Those crystals were in turn used to create the Divine Knights. So if there's any place in Erebania to start looking for the vast amount you need, it's there. 4 shrines. Were Zelda Breath of the Wild all up in this? I had no idea. Why don't you tell us this before? Am I supposed to be a mind reader? I mean, yeah, how the fuck were they gonna know that they were gonna need it? It wasn't exactly relevant until now, so why bring it up? Okay, you could bring it up! You don't have to wait for people to fucking ask you, you idiot! They need to bite our heads off. She told us now, right? All we gotta do now is go to those shrines and we'll be rolling in ore. Let's hope so. We got a lot on our plate checking up on the country, but exploring the shrines been our best lead yet. And no matter how difficult it is, how difficult it might be, a little thing like a trial isn't gonna scare us away, right? Right. Speaking of gnomes, George's last name is Gnome? I don't fucking believe you, really? That's stupid. I'm so sorry. George Gnome of the jungle. With the discussion coming to an end, the destination had been decided. Before departing, Class 7 thought it best to check if there were any new requests from Prince Oliver. They're obviously going to be, bruh, it's a fucking video game, for God's sakes, man. And their timing turned out to be quite apt, as he had very recently sent several their way. Clean the toilet, mop the floor, clean the toilet again, and put some Lysol in the air. Speaking of air. Gone air. Klein and Hibel. Alright, 4,000 Mira. So here's the deal. An airliner got hijacked mid-trip and went missing. Oh, damn. We managed to track it to the Isengard range. Right now, the hostages are all still inside. Alright, we're gonna hijack another vehicle. This time it's going to be an airship. We're gonna rescue them. It's gonna be tough given that the hijackers are armed and full of guns and we're totally outnumbered. But that's when you and the Courageous come in. Toa can give you the specifics on how to reach us, but we'll be waiting in the Isengard range. See you there. Bye. Hopefully we're not dead by the time you see this. Alright, the sweetest of challenges from Bleblanc. Oh my god. Phantom Thief, really? Hate that guy. Dearest ladies and gentlemen, I have taken the liberty of calling upon you for a request of my own, unbeknownst to my worthy rival. I have left the letter and the location indicated by the Blue Cross. I think you'll find it well worth your while to read it. What shrine are you going to go to first? Whichever one has the Gorons on it. Krutzen for the Brutzen, says Prince Oliver. 3,000 Mira. Wait, what's the reward for the other one? 3,500 Mira. 3,500. Imagine Eustace Albarea, weeping for the safety of his province's people as they're chased through the streets by a ravaging monster. Ha ha ha, it makes me laugh, it does. Surely you would not let such a dire scene come to pass, would you? The battle is set at the North Krutzen Highway awaits, monster of Aberdon. North Krutzen Highway 3. Okay, is that implying that we need to have Eustace on our team? After you finish one shrine, the story will advance soon after. Alright, so it doesn't matter which one to do first? This one's from Klein. I'm happy to see that it belts with him, too. Not so happy about the airliner going missing, though. Doesn't seem like something we can afford to ignore, dangerous as it sounds. But look at this one. Phantom Thief B! What's this about reading a letter? As if we have the time to be concerning ourselves with his pathetic antics. I know what you mean, really, but ignoring him might be even worse, considering he's a Phantom Thief. You can do them in any order? We got our work cut out for us. Irene, I want to help look out for everyone. Let me come with you, okay? Of course, Fee. You and your sexy ass and your midriff and your shortest shorts in the world are always welcome. I think Selena and I should come with you when you're exploring the shrine, too. I was about to say the same thing. Make sure you're ready before you go. I wasn't kidding when I said the trials were difficult. Aight. It is temporarily not possible to remove Fee from the party. That's okay, man. Thank fucking Christ. I'm happy about that. I mean, if Emma wants to come with us and we want to do a shrine, might as well have her in here already, right? Alright, Sarah. Have her tank, Laura. And, Alyssa or Milliam? You want to flip a coin for it? I'm pretty sure I have a coin around here somewhere. Whenever I want to use my coin, I can't fucking find it. There it is. Recommend doing the quests and students before doing the first shrine. I mean, that's what I was planning to do. The shrines are like the main story thing. Alright. I have a coin right here. It's very thin. I don't think... It's not even an American coin. It says... República de Honduras. A Honduran coin? How much is this worth? Also, why the fuck do I have this on my desk? 20 cents. 20 centavos de lempira. Why do I have a Honduran coin in my desk? I've never been to Honduras. Why? Why do I have this here? I don't know. Well, let's see. I'll do heads or tails. This boy's head. And I do Alyssa. And then I do this other weird symbol. And I'll do Milliam. Yeah? Here we go. 1, 2. I'm always really bad at throwing the coin up in the air. It always, like, fucking ricochets all the way to the other side of the room. And I gotta... Whoop! Oh, wait. It landed like this. And then you gotta flip it. And then like that. And I got tails. So I'm doing Milliam. Alright, Mille Vanilla, you're coming with us. Alyssa already had her story arc with all of the Reinford group stuff, saving her mom and stuff. So, you know, we gotta give everybody else some time to shine. I pretty much have the exact same team as before, but instead of having Fia, I had Alyssa before, and now I'm flipping it. Now I'm bringing Fee. I'm bringing Fee along. Fee as a bird. Bang on, bang down, bang to me. Alright, so, we have 20 minutes left before the stream comes to a close. I'm gonna check if there's any new weapons to get. And I'm gonna play some Blade. Playing Blade, I think that in itself is gonna be the rest of the stream. We've been playing for 50 hours and 52 minutes, man. Yeah, I think we'll end the stream starting, like, getting the introduction to one of these quests. Because I feel like I'm gonna be fucking around too much in this ship before, you know, I actually get around to doing anything. Why take the elevator when you can just use instant transmission? Instant transmission? Oh, there we go. Two sexy blondes talking together, talking about how blonde they are. I'm so glad that both your mother and Angelica are safe, but the Courageous was able to help in rescuing them both makes me very proud indeed. Thank you for your kindness, Your Highness. I'm sure my mother will be just fine now, since she has Sharon to help too. I've been doing my best to help out everyone here, like I've been doing all this time. I speak on behalf of everyone and expressing my happiness about that. With your mother safe, that leaves you free to focus your mind on the others you care about as well. Such as the upstanding Reen here. Oh, what the fuck? You knew that I was here? Wait, what? Oh, great. You're shipping me with Elise, and now you're shipping me with Alyssa. Your Highness, I'm getting the impression my presence here is making things more awkward at an alarming rate. What about you? Ahem! Princess Alphen's blatantly incorrect comments aside is a real relief to know that Ruer's safe and sound now. Okay, I just saw my chat get like a really long comment. Hold on. There's still work to do though. Let's keep it up. Be sure to drink your Ovaltine every day. Can't let myself be shown up. I have to prepare my very own plan of attack. Your Highness is not what you think, really. She's having fun. Alphen enjoys the competition of her trying to like win me over, and not be beaten by the other girls. Alright, so you got the training, shizzle madizzle. Oh, this is new. Hello, idiot. There's something I found out when doing my last playthrough of this game. When you check each of the students' location information, they actually do get recorded in the notebook. Ah. I think she'd be too focused on the word. Okay, so I don't actually get any training here. It's just him doing stuff. Alright, let's go to the bridge. Star Trek bridge crew. Angelica's there. Driving. Better not sleep while on the road. There's no road, though. It's a relief that Marquis Ragnar was willing to honorably withdraw from the Alliance. The Nordia provincial army still stands, but I expect that he will remain true to his word and not enter the fray again. I get the feeling that the Marquis will get along well with my father, were they to meet under different circumstances. Ooh, look at that, Lynn and Vivi. Together forever. Oh, the two of you helping out on the bridge? That's right, I decided to join the crew as a radio officer. Sound like I got plenty of work in store for me, but I'm up for the challenge. Hee hee. I've always had magic hands when it comes to communications equipment. Perhaps she was inspired by the desire to bridge the gap between her and a handsome gentleman from afar. Like Reen? That is so not it. Anyway, I'll do my best to earn my keep aboard the Courageous, so please let me know if there's anything you need. You bet, thank you. That's Lind. Now that I'm here, best of my abilities. Don't forget, sexiness officer stuff. Don't forget to tell them about how well you're going to serve them as our ship's sexiness officer. So Lind is a sexiness officer, not Vivi? Our country's basically stuck in an unending nightmare, but everything suddenly feels so fun that we're back together. It's time for us to make things fun for everyone else on board, too. We try doing the jobs that they ask us to do, instead of adding the word sexiness to everything. Where's Angie? What happened to Angelica? She disappeared. Thanos, we've done it again. Who's operating the Courageous now? Oh, sorry. Of course you freak out a little. We're in the middle of testing an autopilot mechanism for the ship, actually. With things how they are, there's a definite chance Angie will need to leave her seat and help us however she can in the future. So I thought it'd be a good idea to test it now, while things are relatively calm over in Eastern Erebonia. Ah, that makes sense. Sometimes I have to wonder what the ship can't do. Do your taxes, mostly. And, you know, save a broken marriage. I can see that. It's about as cutting edge as you're going to find anywhere right now. I think Angie's hanging out with George in the hole right now. If you need it for something, try there. Right. I mean, I just want to talk to her. Just want to talk to baby girl, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, baby? What's up? Toa's testing the Courageous autopilot function right now. I figured I might as well use the time to take a break and come out this way. Once we decide on our next destination, I'll be heading to ship as boldly and truly as ever. I'm amazed at how well you've already taken being our helmsman. It's pretty incredible, to be honest. I appreciate it. Sorry, Reen. I'm afraid I don't have the Courageous nearly as well tamed as my Orbital bike. Yet, anyway. Ah, speaking of, let me thank you again for leaving the bike in my care. I'm glad I finally have the chance to return it to you personally. Ah, there's no need for that, my friend. I know you've been getting quite a bit of use out of her. Yeah, I've literally been using it for everything. I even noticed a few little Reen-specific customizations on her last time I checked, like having the car be yellow. It'd be rude to ask for her back. In fact, I hereby declare you her rightful owner. Just make sure you keep treating my old partner well, got it? I mean, you're literally exchanging the fucking motorcycle for an enormous big red ship. So, you know, I think it's fine. I don't know what to say except thank you so much. Thank you very much. I would have thought there were whole crystals and marine origin waiting for someone to giant sword. Professor, I'm amazed you actually asking for help in the first place. I don't think I've ever heard you get through a sentence about him without at least one groan or sigh. Don't get me wrong, I didn't want to do it, but as a former student of his, I knew how talented he is. We're not in a situation where he can pass up capable helpers just because they're incredibly unpleasant. If we can get him what he wants, he'll do an amazing job for us, assuming he doesn't lose interest halfway through. Yeah. Anyway, I better get back to the ore gallery now. We'll worry about keeping him interested later. Go walk. Wait. Orbments. Anything new? Nah, same shit as before. Most of the good stuff that we end up getting, we just find out there in the world as opposed to just buying it. Hey, horse lady, I forgot that you were here. Paula. You and your short skirt, that's all I remember about you. And that cute ponytail. I've been trying to look after Whitcomb as well as I can, but she's not showing any signs of his old vitality. He's a really strong, speedy horse, but looking at him now, you'd think he was ready to go. The ghost. He must really miss Lambert. Oh, like dying? Jesus and I made for lousy substitutes, but I wanted to do whatever we can to try and cheer him up. The horse whisperer, this one. What else can we do here? We have her now. Talk. I've heard the rumors about how magnificent Zemurian ore is. I guess I won't turn down the chance to make something out of it if I'm offered. But someone won't be me. Yeah, we're not gonna give you that. It's fucking rare. Alright, so we can change the color, right? It's like a darker color now. Dark coloring. There we go. Black, because we're darks like that. We're cool and punk. Nobody fucks with us. Crawling on my skin and whatnot. And such. Alright, let's go track down more people. Student info. Kenneth. Year 1, Class 2. Yeah, that's the fishing dude. I remember him. Sighted along Nordia Highway. Margarita. Oh my god, we're gonna fucking meet up with Margarita again. Ooh. She's out there fighting the good fight in her own way, trying to romance men and then giving them all heart attacks and dying. She created one of the biggest massacres that the world has ever seen. Year 1, Class 2 Cooking Club. Sighted at the Shrek barrier. Ah, fits her well. Hugo. Year 1, Class 3. Sighted in Stefan. Year 2, Class 3 Chess Club. Was once sighted at the Institute Club of the Club of Technology. Present whereabouts unknown. I mean, I'm assuming he's just somewhere around there in Ruhr. Klein and Ebed. Swimming Club and Wind Orchestra. Hiding out in the Isengard Range. Currently in pursuit of a missing airliner. Ah. These guys are doing a bunch of hero shit of their own. Booted it. Alright, let's see. Apply yourself in all you do. Respect others, respect yourself. Become the foundation of the world. Ah. We didn't get a new medal from Alphen. Alphen and the Chipmunks. Quest. Battle. Characters. Supporters. And Angelica. Oh, we still have a third thing. The daughter of Marquis Ragnar and someone who won't let anyone tell her how to live her life. Studies title. You'd think she'd have like a billion tattoos on her. After coming on board the Courageous, she made the ship's new helmsman, quickly getting used to the job. Successor, pleased to find that Irene has been making use of her old bike she formerly bequeaths it to him. Bequeaths it. Indebted, she seems to regard Selena as having saved her brother's life. I mean, technically, she did. Boys are beautiful. She appears to be quite knowledgeable on a certain genre that's popular over at St. Estrea's girls' school. Wow, she and Cedric are known as Erebonia's two greatest treasures. Toval, I miss Toval, man. We still have like 2 more things to see on him, so maybe we'll see him again. Milliam's origins. She seems to know something of a connection between Milliam and Altina, but she's unable to talk about it. Yeah. Captain Claire more than anyone. I guess the section disappears from at the end of the game. There we go, all the Loggins. I like that they all have a picture. Loggins, Emily, Nicholas, Dorothy. Look at her. She got fucking problems. Fidelio. Teresia. Hugo, there he is. Son of the head of Kleist & Co. They all have a profile. They all have names. And lives, and dreams, and aspirations. Alan, fencing boy. Inspired by Loggins' words, he resolves to find Bridget himself. Lind, reunion. She's finally reunited with Vivi after worrying about her for so long, and now they're both helping on the Courageous. Polite, timid girl has a twin sister called Vivi. She always looking out for her. Vivi! Motivation and reunion. She was at least able to return to her usual cheerful self. Pull up. The horses. The hearses. Ended up separate from Wincombe. Becky, I like her because of her, accent. Alright. Class 7 members. No, he doesn't deserve to be in this menu thing. Fuck him. Fuck him, a tope. Instructors, Thomas, Lightheart, Mary. A new instructor who cares deep about her students. Daughter of Kana Alfenheim from the Sutherland province. It doesn't show anything. I thought that it would show the little info there on Mary getting married. Recipe. Cheese fondue. Tomato burger. We can make onigiri, hot milk tea. Alright. Hot milk tea. What is it? What does that even taste like, bruh?
Let's do this thing.
Oh, look! There's a treasure chest!
How excited. Will she say her thing? There we go.
Always happy to lay my hands on another chest.
You said it, not me. Alright. Let's play some Blade. Do you know when you will see Hugo again? We'll find him. Even if I gotta drag him over here. With all of my strength. Alright, let's talk to all the other girls. The only people that matter around here. Even if they are NPCs. We better get cracking on exploring those spirit shrines. That request from Phantom Thief B does worry me a little. But I'll keep an eye out for him myself to make sure it doesn't cause you any trouble, whether or not you decide not to do it. It'd be a shame you have to divert your focus on his time-wasting shenanigans when we got plenty else to take care of. Yeah, but he's gonna keep bothering us, though. Choo! Nice to see things have finally calmed down back in my hometown. Instructor Mary being safe and sound is just icing on the cake. Now all we need to do is find Uncle Makarov and Bridgie. Bridgie, I mean Bridget from the Wind Orchestra, right? She's my bestest friend in the whole wide world. Oh man, I'm really fired up to go find her. Pretty sure Bridget's not a fan of that nickname. Oh, it doesn't spread it before she's here to squash it. Great. Hey, Millie Vanilli's taking a nap in the nap room. Rear deck. Oh, hello, Becky. I heard that Hugo's in Ruhr now. We diddly didn't have the didn't see the tell you fine after helping us escape. I'm going to have to smack him a belter when I see him. She'll be perfect in Dragon Quest. Hugo's in Ruhr now. You know, dingleberries. Where's Milliam? She's all the way over there. I ran literally the opposite direction, like I'm Trish on the airplane. Fighting the Notorious B.I.G. I don't like the challenge he gives here. I can sleep here if I want. What do I do? Just stare at the beds? And perfect. I managed to rescue the bear Gramps gave me from the Eisengraph while we were in Ruhr. And this is where you were putting it? A good bedroom's gotta be fun, right? So if you ever want to take a nap in here, you're more than welcome to snuggle him. You might end up dreaming of Gramps if you do, though. And him getting shot in the fucking chest. Appreciate the effort, but no, definitely not. Never, thanks. Can I cuddle with you instead? Is this how I want to have my team be organized? I guess I do. Actually, no. She's level 90. Alright. Hello. Talk. Even if we weren't able to get him on board, I'm such a relief to hear that Klein's doing okay. Even if whatever he's up to does sound really dangerous. Now that I think about it, maybe I'm not as relieved as I thought I was. Exciting grill. There we go. Handed it over. Thank you very much. Looks delicious. Should really help me make my lunch boxes as delicious as possible. Let me know if you have any more. I'm assuming I can, you know, I benefit out of giving those dishes away. That cost me fucking 3,000 Mara, goddammit. Better make good use of it. What's this? What's this? What's this? There's Minted talking, bitch. Rear deck. Somebody gonna be outside here. Nobody. Just me. Or somebody just starts wanking off here and just finishes. Flies out into the sky. It'll eventually fall on somebody. Somebody's head, hopefully. On a bird. Nobody will ever know. Weapons. Casper, is it true that Clint sent you a request? If we get the chance, I would like it if you could try and help him. Right when the war broke out, he put himself in a line of fire. We owe him a lot. Alright. Shop. Oh, here we go. And now we have all the new weapons. Well, I decked myself out in armor. So, I guess, yeah, I have to make a decision. Either I deck myself with armor, or I do the... Or I do the weapons. And I guess, I'm gonna be losing out on this for a while. I mean, it's not that big of an increase. Come on. 1,532 and then to 77. Not that big. Not that big of a deal. With her is a way more, though. Yeah, there's some that it really is a big increase. But, you know, for Laura, nah, not that big of a deal. Makia's not that big of a deal. Alright, I think we'll be okay. For now. For now. Go play some Blade. World of Oils. In the kitchen. Multi-purpose area. Is it like the nurse's office? Oh god. What? Was this a letter for me and me only? Oh, it's probably from Phantom Thief B. That must have been what he meant by where the blue cross indicates. How the fuck did he get a letter in here? Nobody's gonna ask that? Reen took the letter, confirming that the sender was exactly who he thought. This is him, alright. What should I do, though? Honestly, I'm half tempted to just cram it in my pocket and keep going about my day. Read it. I should read it. What if it's about a crime is already committed? I hate to just be sitting on this until later, only to find out when I read it that it's too late to undo any harm he's done. Rain opened the letter seal and unpopped the card.
To my dear friends in Class 7.
You're not my friend, buddy.
I've taken the liberty of preparing an enjoyable diversion to spice up your mundane day-to-day lives a little.
Mundane? It's everything but mundane. Look at that, I'm already regretting opening this thing. Yeah, me too. Irene and I, we're one and the same right now. I continue to watch your radiance from afar, ever dazzled by its brilliance. That radiance is no doubt the fruit of the bonds you share with one another, bonds which today I wish to test. I wish to see how you act when the seeds of distrust and discord are sown among you. Oh my god, I should be watching from close by. To witness so rare and priceless an occasion, I'll be stealing from you one of your beloved classmates.
I hope you'll enjoy this little experiment. I know I certainly will.
Really? Steal one of our classmates. Well, that guy's dead. We are going to kick his ass so hard. I'd tell the others about there's not a moment to wait. Fuck
now,
me.
let the game begin.
Son of a
Dance
bitch.
for me a beautiful dance. Each step replete with uncertainty.
That's him. Can't believe he was able to access the ship's intercom system and even the lights. The music is still on, like nothing's happened. We're back on now. Need to hurry and check on the others. Oh god. The fucking mission has already started? I don't like this challenge at all. Well, if you don't like it, I'm gonna fucking hate it. I didn't think it would start immediately. I thought we'd read the letter and then, you know, we'd be able to move along, you know, just kind of advance whenever we want to. That's why I asked you all to come here, but everyone seems to be present and accounted for, at least to me. Perhaps that whole business about him stealing one of us was a lie then. I mean, it could be, one of the other NPCs and not necessarily, you know, Class 7. I don't know, it doesn't seem like the type who'd go to all this effort and then not follow through. It's time-consuming having to pay attention to what people say. Oh, God. Is it like one of us is in disguise? One of them is the fucking Phantom Thief pretending to be, one of us, and then we have to look at their speech patterns and shit? Do you think he's already stolen a member of Class 7 and assumed their identity? No way. If he did, he's a true master of disguise, or everyone looks the same as ever to me. I don't know if this is related to the current situation, but after the lights came back on, I found this card in the old refactory area downstairs. That's one of B's calling cards. Can I have a look at it? George handed Ring the card and began to read it aloud. The theft has been conducted successfully. I am now among your number. I can tell you the answer if you want, only if you want me to. I'm gonna try, and if I give up, I'll ask you. Angelica was right then. Wait, there's more. I haven't established that. Allow me to lay down the rules for a little game. In short, sir, you shall take up the mantle of detective. Your mystery is to discover whom among you I have replaced. To make things a little more interesting, I will allow Sylphie to aid you as your assistant. Oh, Fee. What a twisted man. This is all just some game to him. It's a waste of time. Naturally, I have not taken the place of the detective or assistant. Okay, so you're not... Yeah, you're not me, obviously. It'd be funny if it was like, what? I was the Phantom Thief the whole time. The detective or assistant, yeah, so it's not Fee. Not your tutor either. Wait, tutor? What's tutor? Like Sarah? I have assumed the identity of another one of Class 7's members. Alright, that's narrowing it down. I look forward to your struggles to discover which one. Here's to your success. So we're all potential suspects then. I sure hope you didn't choose Emma. If we exclude Reen, Fee, and Instructor Sarah, that leaves 8 people that could be him. It's starting to sound kind of fun. As long as you're not suspecting me, then it wouldn't be much fun. Before we begin, however, I would like to set forth 2 rules in the interest of a fair and enjoyable game, of course. Rule 1. Questions must concern events that happened after you went your separate ways from the bridge. inquiring about things that happened before then, or about personal information I could not possibly know is strictly forbidden. Oh, come on! Really? You may not consult with anyone outside of Class 7. That includes the Purple Lightning. Should you violate either of these rules, I can offer no guarantees of the safety of your missing member. I would assume that by now you know me well enough to realize this is no idle jest. And that's everything. You sure can fit a lot on these cards. Toa, don't see anything that might break the second rule. For their sake, I think it'd be best for us to just keep our mouths shut and let them figure this out now. Indeed, we can't risk putting whoever he's taking hostage in danger. I guess I'm in the off-limits camp too, yep. Can't say I'm really thrilled to think that creep is sitting right here among us. Indeed, especially when we can't even help Class 7 identify him. Just leave this to us. We'll get him. I get the feeling that if he really wanted to, like, fool us, to really think, like, oh, you know, he'd never be that person, I think he'd be like a woman. So I'm already suspecting the female characters. Okay, for now, I think it'd be best for all of us to leave the room then. I feel like if he really wants to disguise himself, he'd pose as one of the girls. We'll be sure to tell everyone on board to stay away from his room, too. He's already pretty flamboyant as it is. I really hate that Phantom Thief guy. He's so annoying. A lot of what people say in such scenarios go over my head a lot, which is why I failed. We're finally ready to get this started. Now we just need to decide how we're going to work this out. The first rule is going to be a pain. That one where we can only ask questions about things that happen after we all split up. After being on the bridge. If it wasn't for that, this would be a fairly simple matter. True. I doubt he'd know what we had for dinner yesterday, for example, but all of us would. Which means that rule exists so he has plenty of time to savor the enjoyment before we work out the answer. Give me a break. Which one of us is he pretending to be then? I don't really like having to doubt each other like this. Is it Elliot? Because, when you read the letter, it says that, oh, I want to see you all squirm and, you know, like, seeing conflict, essentially, amongst this tight-knit group of friends. I think that's very interesting. You know, he wants to observe these people that love each other, hate each other, and doubt each other, you know? He's trying to break us apart in that way. And that's his tactic. And so, if Elliot is saying that, that, like, plants the seed of doubt on everybody, which is what the Phantom Thief wants, right? So I'm already doubting Elliot. He did say his intention was to test our bond, so I suppose this is one way to do that. You work something out yet? I wish. So far I got nothing. How about you? Same here. Maybe we should give everyone a pat down. Get them all naked. I guess that's not technically in violation of any of the rules. I see no harm in doing so. But don't worry, I'll handle the girls. Ring can do the boys. I don't want to be grabbing any dick. How about we flip it? Actually, no, I don't want you touching any of the dudes either. We'll both do all of them together. I suppose that's fine then. He seems strangely reluctant. I thought so. You're him, aren't you? What do you mean you thought so? If you ask me, you're more likely to be the rat. Of course the two of them are fucking bickering. That's how you know that the Phantom Thief is not those two, because they're fucking fighting how they usually do. Frankly, I find it hard to believe that any imitation could capture the sheer arrogance that seeps from your every pore. I take it back. I find it equally ludicrous to think any imposter could duplicate your ability to overreact to the slightest provocation. Damn. I mean, honestly, when it comes to these fights, I'm always on Eustace's side. Marcus is kind of a dick. Yep, those two are the same as ever. I think we're letting ourselves get a bit sidetracked, though. Now, let's get on with those pat-downs. What? Elliot, really? You're welcoming the pat-downs? Reason 2 for why I think it's Elliot. B's a good actor, yeah, but he doesn't know everything about us. The 8 of them split into 2 groups, with Reen and Fee conducting the pat-downs. Nothing? That didn't get us anywhere. What should we do next? Maybe ask everyone what they did after we split up earlier. It's probably the best place to start. That way we can piece together the day's events. And see if any testimonies stand out as odd, so let's see. Elliot, you're the first man that I'm doubting. Elliot, can you tell us what you've been up to? I went down to the factory area with Machias because we wanted to make a few tweaks to our weapons. Isn't his, like, magic wand like a prototype that isn't, like, super common to work on? Micah's was still taking care of some stuff, but I hopped on the elevator and left. Why? I headed to the arts training room and see how the modifications went, and that's basically it. So you went to the factory, got a weapon adjustments, then went to test out your staff. Micah's with you initially, so he'll at least be able to verify that first part happened. Let's ask someone else. Alright, Machias. How about Machias? Considering he got in there and placed the letter, I wouldn't be surprised if he has some way to keep tabs on them. I stopped by the factory area. You know, you think, like, the fact that the enemy has, like, full access to the fucking ship, you think that'd be, like, a main storyline thing, right? You think that'd be something that would happen, like, towards the end of the story of, like, holy shit, the enemy is here on the ship, we're fucked. But no, he just treats it as, like, this fucking little game. It's like a side thing, an optional thing that we don't have to do. I stopped by the factory area in the hold with Elliot to have some adjustments made to our weapons. Elliot finished up first and left, while I stuck around waiting for my shotgun. About half an hour later, I finally left the hold as well, and dropped by the game room. Were you in the game room? I didn't go into the game room, I went to the fucking opposite direction to get the letter, because I thought we'd be able to proceed later on. So I don't know if he was there. I ran into none other than Eustace. We even ended up playing a fairly civil game of billiards, too. You see, this fucking, quest is impossible to figure out if you don't talk to literally everybody and remember specifically where everybody was ahead of time, not knowing that you need to remember this for this quest. You see, that's the bullshit part. Because then it's like, oh fuck, what was everybody doing? I don't know, you know? And you have no choice but to trust what they say. Especially for me, where I don't give a fuck what the guys are doing, I only care about what the girls are doing. We were still playing when all this trouble happened. You started a friendly game of billiards just like that, with your best friend Eustace. You're such good friends. We are not. Anyway, thanks for giving us your account, Marcus. Let's ask someone else. So what have Eustace? Can you tell us what you've been up to? Certainly. First, I went to a close combat training room where I sparred for a while with Gaius. Practicing for a while, we parted ways after which went to the game room. I was there roughly 30 minutes before Regnitz wandered in to break my peaceful reverie. He was being his usual noisy self, so I figured to shut him up by besting him at a game of billiards. You just have to go and make yourself sound superior, don't you? Oh, take it easy there, guys. That's how I know those two are not it. Seems to match up with Marcus' testimony. Let's have someone else. Alright, Gaius, what were you doing? You're sparring with Eustace? Can you tell us what you were up to? I swung by the close combat training room where Eustace and I went a couple rounds. Eventually, we both left the room and headed to the elevator together. I was the first to get off at the 3rd floor. From the elevator, I headed straight out to the front deck to enjoy the feeling of the breeze in my hair. So, we went outside too and there was no one there, right? But that was the rear deck, or was that the front deck? Where do we go? Where I made the joke about fucking masturbating outside the outside the ship and having to fall on some poor man down on the ground floor. Was that the front deck? Because if that's the case, he wasn't there when we were there. Thanks for your testimony, guys. Alright, now the girls. What were you up to during that time, Melissa? I know that you were hanging around with Alphen. I was hanging around with Milliam for a while. We were sitting and talking at one of those tables in the 3rd floor hall. Were you? Because I remember Milliam being in the resting place. After a while, she remembered she had to do something and left. I stayed there. And pretty soon after that, Princess Alphen passed by and invited me to the royal room. That's it, I think. Here with the princess. That is true. Alright, Laura. Can you tell us where you were doing it?
Laura no está. Laura se fue.
I can, though I'm afraid there's really not much to tell. After everyone dispersed, I chose to remain behind on the bridge, observing the crew at work. That you were? There's not really any point in inquiring further than thanks, Laura. Can I ask her again? Shit, you can't repeat it. Can you tell us how you spent that time, Emma? Actually, I was with Fee the entire time. Oh yeah, the cafeteria, which we were not able to go to. Fuck. She was. Celine was there too. They were both nearby when the lights went out too, so I have a hard time believing it's Emma. he's got no reason to lie, but we are dealing with B here, so we can't be 100% certain he is an Emma. What are you doing together then? First we went to the reference room so I could investigate something. After that I went to the kitchen. Does that all check out? Yeah. I mean, the fact that Fee is saying, yeah, all of that is true, that only makes me doubt her even more. I mean, that gives me a false sense of security. That kind of makes me feel that it is her, for sure. Alright, Milli Vanilli, what up? Can you tell us what you were up during the time in question? Sure. I was hanging out with Alyssa at one of the tables in the 3rd floor hallway. They were just sitting around talking, though. But then I remember my bear. I got him from Gramps, and I finally got him back from his train while we were in Roar. I forgot I hadn't put him somewhere nice yet. I went straight to the nap room to plop him down there. So I ran into you earlier. Oh, wow. The game even remembers that we talked to her. Damn. That's everyone. Just asking everyone individually may not be enough to prove anything. Someone could be lying. You got a point. It might be good to get info about what people were doing from someone other than themselves. Maybe you could ask everyone if they saw anyone else. Now you mention it, that's a good idea. Thanks for the tip, Fee. That's what assistants do. Sure enough, in that case. Here we go again. You said you went down to the factory area with Marcus, right? And then you went to the arts training room. Did you happen to spot anyone besides Marcus during all that? I mean, fucking Gaius and Eustace went to the other training room, right? For sparring with swords or whatever. So, and those rooms are right next to each other, like one in front of the other, so... Actually, I did. On the way to the arts training room, I passed Eustace and Gaius together and said hi. Together? Together? Gaius and Eustace did not go in together. I remember... Oh, okay, you see, the fucked up thing is that I don't remember who was already in there. I think Gaius was saying, like, I went to the training room, and I bumped into him, or was it Gaius who was already inside? I think Eustace said that I went into the training room, and I met up with Gaius, and we trained in there. One of those two guys were already inside the room. The two of them did not walk in that shit together. Again, reason number 3 for why I think it's Elliot. Right. I may as well take this opportunity to answer for myself. I saw no one other than Elliot and those I've already specified I met. So just Gaius and Marcus. As for me, I saw Alyssa sitting alone at one of the tables on the 3rd floor when I went down there. Alone. But then Alyssa and, wasn't Alyssa and Milliam supposed to be hanging out together? Assuming everything we heard earlier is true, I must have been there after Milliam left and before Princess Alphen arrived. That gets a few people out of the way then. That's the next person. Alright, I'm really... Okay, so that flat out already gets eliminated. You met with Elliot and Eustace, right, Marcus? Yeah, so he met Elliot first, down at the thing for the weapons, and then went up to Eustace at the game room. Did you happen to spot anyone else while you were going about your business? Okay, so Marcus was already inside the game room. I did actually. I noticed Emma and Fee as I entered the game room. That must have been when they were headed to the kitchen area. Just saw Emma and Fee entering the kitchen, got it. And I realized anyone had seen us go in there. Really? So you didn't notice, Marcus? Must have let my guard down? Doesn't need to feel bad about that. You were just walking around the crater and then returning to secret base. The only doubt that I'm feeling right now is with Elliot. You said you sat and talked with Milliam for a while before she left, then later you were invited to the royal room, right? Other than them, I did see Gaius pass through after Milliam left. That must have been when he was on his way to the front deck to enjoy the wind or whatever. Gaius? That's all. I didn't see anyone else. You didn't see Marcus. God, I wish I could ask these people again because I forget. You said you stayed on the bridge after everyone else left, right? Indeed, and of course it follows that I saw none of our other classmates after that, nor did they see me. But that just gives more credence that it might have been her, because nobody could see her. That's such an easy target for Phantom Thief. Not much that we can do about that. I'm doubting Laura, because Laura's story is way too short. She was alone for a lot of this. That makes her a prime candidate for her to be stolen away. Like that, like there's nobody out there that could have seen her. So like, yeah, the fact that her story is so short and so like not detailed goes to show. I'm doubting either her or Elliot. Emma, you went to the reference room, then to the kitchen, right? Okay, reference room, then to the kitchen. If he was with you the whole time, you didn't see anyone else while you were wandering around. You can answer this one, right? While we were on our way to the kitchen area, we saw Eustace enter the game room. Okay, so when they were on their way to the kitchen, Machias saw... Okay, that's weird. So, Machias saw the two of them enter the kitchen. Enter it. But when they were on their way there, they saw Machias enter the game room. But when Eustace entered the game room, Machias was already inside. I didn't see anyone else. Did you see Eustace, V? Yeah? That's a relief. Fuck. Okay, so Machias may be lying. And there's also credence to that because Fee and Emma didn't really notice him there. Just knowing that isn't conclusive proof that LeBlanc isn't massacring an Emma. I mean, that's given me reason to believe that Machias is the one that's posing as Phantom Thief. Okay, so I got 3 people on my mind. I'm thinking Machias because that whole part about the game room, like, is not really clear. Because he said, Machias saw, as he was entering the game room, he saw them, the girls, going into the kitchen. That's clear, right? That's what he said. But then, Eustace... So, like, they noticed Eustace going into the game room. And Eustace said that Machias was already inside when he went in. Did he? Or was it the other way around? No, wait, it's the other way around. It's the other way around. Because Eustace was complaining about, oh, you know, he disturbed my silence, right? Oh my god, I fucking forgot. Why can't they just let me ask again? Hopefully I can get like a repeat of all of this because I know where, I know who's where, but I'm forgetting the order. Like, was Eustace or Machias first? Fuck me. Because if I'm right, and Machias was already inside, then Machias is a liar. Like, his story doesn't add up. Along with Elliot. And again, it's all like in the order that people are coming in. That's a big one, the one with Gaius and Eustace, where they walked in together. That's bullshit. They did not walk in together. Like, I'm pretty sure that one of them was already inside, and then the other was came in and met up with them. So that's another one. And then the other one is with the game room. But if I'm wrong, and Eustace was the one that was already inside the whole time, then that story might be more solid. After you finished talking, you paid attention better than I did. And I, like, am having trouble remembering. After you finished talking with Alessa, you went to the nap room, right, Milliam? Did you see anyone other than Alessa during all this? Not a soul. Now, I wish I'd just stay there, though. Then I might have gotten invited to see Prince Alpha, too. Never mind that. That's all we're gonna get. There has to be a reason for why they're not letting us see that again. We've asked everyone here what they did, and they didn't sign anyone else while they were doing it. Wanna go for it all again? Okay. Pay attention. The places where everyone started out were, if I remember correctly, Elliot and Machias were at the Orbital Factory on the first floor. Uses, I feel like I need to write this shit down. I have a blank sheet of paper with nothing on it. Let's fucking do this. We're doing pen and paper. Alright, so how many floors are there on the ship? Like 3 floors, right? Alright, anyway, first floor, we have... Alright, Machias, and Elliot. Weapons. Alright, we have that. 1F, you know, first floor. Eustace and Gaius were in close combat training room on the 4th floor. Okay, so that's 2, that's 3, that's 4. Alright, 4F, 4F, 2F, 3F. And then, Eustace, Gaius, training. Alright. Alyssa and Milliam were at one of the tables in the 3rd floor hallway. And this is just where they started, you know, like, it all kind of starts to scramble after they start to move. Alright, Alyssa. Millie. I'll just do Millie, as opposed to Milliam. Alyssa and Millie were at the, okay, tables. Excuse me. Emma and I were in the reference room on the 2nd floor. God, fucking everybody was on a different floor. Alright, Emma. I feel like Emma's not it, just because, you know, Fee is there, and I know that she's real. Emma and Fee. Reference. Aside from Laura, who has no alibi. Yeah, exactly. That's the big thing. She was there alone. No alibi. All of them were in groups. Yeah, I need to include... Okay, so bridge. I gotta put another floor in here. Bridge. Laura. Here we go. True, which means everything you just listed is likely to be genuine. That's for what they did afterward, though. We'll go over that now. Elliot... Okay, so let's go 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so... to the bridge and then the 4 floors. And then I'm gonna move them all around later on. Elliot left the Orbital Factory before Machias did. Then I went into the arts training room alone. And that's true because I saw him there. So Elliot moved over to the 2nd floor to training room. On the way there, he also met Gaius and Eustace. Both of them went in there together, is what they're telling me. But that doesn't add up to the previous thing when they all individually said that one of the two met up with the other. I'm forgetting what the order was. That's what's kind of fucking me over right now, is my shitty memory. Yep, after that, Gaius said he went to the deck on the 3rd floor. Alright, Elliot, training. I wish I had like an alternate camera so you guys can see me, like, you know, just draw all of this out on paper. Hold on. There's like some fucking personal information that I have here on this sheet of paper, so I have to fold some parts in here. So I'm like legitimately like writing all of this out. Okay, so Gaius went to the deck on the 3rd floor. Gaius put a little circle on him, and then an arrow going down. Gaius, deck. I can't remember what deck we went out to. If it's the same one that we did, then he wasn't there and he's lying, and he's it. Eustace went to the game room on the 2nd floor. Alright, Eustace went over to 2nd floor. Alright. Eustace Gaming. That's his new gaming channel, Eustace Gaming. YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. On my way there to the deck on the 3rd floor. Yeah, 3rd floor. I saw Alyssa alone in the 3rd floor hallway. You saw her alone, so that was after Alyssa and Milliam. We're talking to each other. I must have already left for the nap room by then. Where's the nap room? Next up is Machias. After 30 minutes. You went out the back, alright. And he went, and Gaius went at the front. Okay. About 30 minutes after Elliot left the factory room. About 30 minutes after Elliot left the factory room. He finished his business there as well and headed to game room. Wait, Elliot? That does seem to mesh with my own experience, seen as I was in the room alone for some time before he arrived. Wait, did I just read Elliot? I was walking into the game room. I noticed them and feet walking. I'm already confused. As I was walking into the game room. And so Machias. Did I just read that wrong? I could have sworn I said Elliot, but we're talking about like Machias. Okay. Machias went over to the gaming room. Machias gaming. As I was walking into the game room, I noticed Emma and Fee walking into the kitchen. As for Emma and Fee themselves, who started out in the reference room, as I mentioned earlier, but eventually moved to the kitchen. Alright, and that whole thing is all in one floor, right? Reference room. And then the two of them went over here. Emma. Fee. Kitchen. Yeah, you see, bringing out the locations doesn't matter, because what matters is the order in which, like, all the stuff in between going from one location to the other, that's what matters. Can't remember exactly how long we spent in the reference room, though. As we left and we were on our way to the kitchen, we saw Eustace heading into the game room. Fuck me. That's what's fucking me up. That's everyone. Any idea who's your guilty party? I got a good idea now? No, you don't. I don't. You do? You're cool sometimes. What the fuck do you mean sometimes? Fuck you. Could you share your idea with us then? Gladly. That one was actually Phantom Thief B in disguise no other than... Oh my god, they're just making us fucking decide right now. We can't even fucking, we can't even... you know, read all of that. Can I make mistakes and just choose multiple people? Or is it just like one shot and you're done? I get the feeling that these were like... I feel like when I get my report card for my thing, I'm gonna get like an extra 3 points if I get it on the first shot. One shot? Fuck you. It's that bit. Is that bit with the game room. Is that bit. That's the part that's fucking me up. Because, Machias is saying that when he went into the game room, he saw Emma and Fee go into the kitchen, right? But when they were on their way, when they were on their way to the kitchen, they saw Eustace going in. And then when they were entering the kitchen, Machias saw them going in while he was entering. But how the fuck was Machias able to, like, pass by them? Because the kitchen room is before the game room. The game room was all the way to the end of the hall. So, like, they had to have seen Machias go into the, you know, walk past them to enter the game room in the fucking first place. And he said that he noticed them behind him, noticing the girls going into the kitchen. Why the fuck would he ever need to? And then, like, Fee and Emma, they said that they didn't notice. Like, Fee, the fucking, like, hyper mercenary ninja, didn't sense him. Gaius was only seen once, right? Yeah, I think you're asking one more person about something. I'm feeling Machias. You get one shot here. Okay, Hasio, I'm sure you already know the answer. I just want you to answer me one thing. It's a yes or no question. I don't know. Is it Machias? Like, am I correct? Am I correct in thinking that? Like, you see, like, I'm asking you now because if I get it wrong, I'm probably not gonna get the extra points for doing the mission, you know? I'll probably just get default points and that's gonna piss me off. It is Machias? Okay, now answer me this. Is the reason for why it's Machias, is it because of all the shit that I just said right now? Or is it gonna be some other fucking detail of like, oh, you know, Machias only hates users a little bit, but here I showed a lot I hate, you know, is it gonna be some stupid bullshit reasoning like that, or is it because of the shit that I pointed out? So I got it. Because, like, out of all of the things that I can think of, that's, like, the big fucking thing that doesn't add up. That and, you know, again, it could just be my shitty memory. But that whole part about, you paid way more attention than I did. Well, you know, after playing fucking Danganronpa and playing, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, and a whole bunch of other, like, yeah, Papers, Please, where you have to, like, super duper pay attention. Yeah. Now, I'm no fucking detective. I'm not gonna fucking feel myself and be all nice about it and be like, oh yeah, I'm fucking smart. No, but that's what I can ascertain. Luckily I have the chat to fucking tell me, am I right? And, you know, and they'll say yes, right? But, if I was alone, it'd be a toss-up between Elliot and Machias, because, you know, Elliot had that thing of, like, you know, Gaius and Eustace went together, into the training room. But I feel like if that wasn't true, I feel like somebody would have said, hey, wait a minute, you know? I thought the Phantom Thief would want to fool me a little bit more by having himself be a girl. But, I guess I would think that, right? Machias. It is you, man with glasses. You usually have square glasses, and they're way too rounded. Your little thing on your arm is actually on the opposite side. Why is it on that arm? Why me? What's your evidence? Well, Machias said that he saw you and Emma enter the kitchen, right? But if he did, where does that leave Emma's testimony? You mean the fact that she uses enter the game room? Yeah, that's right. Those two testimonies are at odds with each other. Exactly, they don't add up. Oh my god, I love being right. Yusa said that Machias came to the game room. Look at the... I drew out the whole thing. I drew out the whole fucking plan of everybody moving from one room to the other. And it didn't even matter. I'm gonna draw something cool. Later on. And you were right. Hold on. Let's draw something. Sure, yeah. I'll make this an enemy. In my game. If I ever make it. It'll probably be in, like, fucking RPG Maker or some bullshit. You see, that's one thing that I haven't even fucking thought about. The enemy designs and shit. How the fuck am I gonna make them? I have no idea. I have no sense of art. I don't know how to do sprite art, much less animate it. Like, holy shit. How am I gonna do that? I don't know. And it is an RPG with, like, multiple chapters and shit, so I have to make a lot of enemies. Whoop. Give him little horns. He's a Broncodon. I'll write it so that I don't forget. Broncodon. He's a weird dinosaur man. I imagine him, like, yellow with, like, red polka dots. I don't know what all the fucking bullshit at the bottom is, but yeah, he shoots you know, high speed cotton balls out of a cannon in his tail, and it, you know, like, smothers you, you know. It doesn't kill you at the shot, but, like, it, you know, you can't breathe with that fucking shit in your face, you know. It's like smothering you with a pillow, you know. Slowly lose health over time. There we go. If I ever do make this video game that I keep teasing, I'll think about that enemy and I'll make him as, like, a secret boss or something. After all, Yusa said that Machias came to the game room roughly 30 minutes after he himself arrived, right? I didn't even think about the time. That's correct. Which means, exactly, there's no way Machias could have seen Emma in Fee where he claims he did. It's just not possible. Well, you say that, but what if it's Emma who's in the wrong? It's true our testimonies contradict each other, yes, but why assume mine is more suspect? Because Emma wasn't the only one who saw Eustace. Yeah, Fee saw Eustace, and it's already been confirmed by the Phantom Thief himself that Fee is real. And it's not fake, which makes you the #1 suspect. Indubitably, my dear Fee. Ah, come on. The doppelganger right in the mist is none other than Machias, I'm sure of it. The game is up, Phantom Thief B. Show yourself. It's gonna transform. It's going to explode.
Well reasoned, my friend.
Oh, boy.
A fine deduction, if I say so myself. You are correct. I am Phantom Thief B.
I hate you. Go away. I hate that fucking cartoony jump. I don't like it. It makes sense when Milliam does it, or even Fee, but not the villains. Come on. I can scarcely believe me eye. He got us good. Alright, give us Machias back, dude. I'm impressed you were able to discern the truth from picking up on such a small inconsistency. Or perhaps I extended too generous a hand in helping you along after all. Helping us along? Your suspicious testimony was deliberate then. Spare us your cape-fluttering theatrics and just tell us where Machias is. The game is over. Such a lively rejoinder. All I shall say is the narrow storehouse.
But adieu, ladies and gentlemen. I look forward to meeting you again on a new stage one day.
Great. Really? We're gonna get another... We're gonna get another fucking quest of these? I swear, if he does this to me again, I'm not doing it. How does he do that? Never mind. How does he teleport out of here? Never mind that. We gotta rescue Machias. He didn't make the claw all hard and stuff. I can't think of anywhere other than the storage room on the third floor that would fit that description. Let's go dig him out. He's there. In a box full of toys. Go like, let me out of here. Hello? You don't really miss much. Ouch. Should have left him there like naked or something. Hanging. I only wish I could have been there when you were captured just to see the look on your face. Ah, you look a bit tied up, Machias. Not in this game anyway, don't know about the future. Oh god, thank god. Thank god it's not in this game, and fuck them if they do it again on Closure 3. Alright. I think he wants us to keep him there, tied. It sexually arouses him. With Machias saved, and with his boner killed, that melee booty, hey, you know what's good. Everyone else said about trying to find Phantom Thief B, unsurprisingly, he was nary to be found. Still, they had at least managed to avoid any harm from his antics, so for the most part, all was well that ended well. What a waste of fucking time. The sweetest of challenges completed. Receive Phantom Thief's cape as a farewell gift from LeBlanc. Alright, what does that do? AP increased by 2. Alright, so what does that do? Well, I said I was going to go for like 15 more minutes. I ended up going for a whole nother hour. I didn't think that they would, you know, have me go through that whole thing. Oh god, I'm gonna lose a lot of health. I'd rather not. Oh shit, no thank you. Evasion, drop rate, wear only. A white cape worn by Phantom Thief grants his wearer's luck. Sure. Just to say that I have it. Alright, let's report that to, Oliver and company. I'll report it.
Have you been keeping well?
Yep.
All right, let me hear your report.
Not bad. There we go. 3 plus 2. There we go. I told you we get extra points and some more money.
Well, that's very impressive.
Don't you hate plot twist villains? What do you mean?
Adios, Reen.
Bye. That wasn't a plot twist. Things happen exactly how he said they would happen. Guess as good as if hunting for drops. Alright, yeah, I went totally and completely overtime on that. So, I'm gonna save my progress and I'll stop here. Well, plot twist? Yeah, there was no plot twist. You're completely, like, misconstruing what's actually happening here, man. Well, I did say that I was gonna play some Blade, but we ended up, like, in exactly the same position as before. We were, like an hour 45. And I said, okay, let's play some Blade. And then I bumped into the fucking letter. And that we did that for an hour. And then there we go. Now we're in, like, 2 hours 45. It's like, okay, no. I think I'm gonna stop it right here. And, we'll continue on. Hopefully tomorrow. I am fucking praying to Aidios that the internet connection is better tomorrow. There's literally nothing that I can do about it. I can just pray and hope that it doesn't crash as hard as it has been recently. There was one day where it went perfectly, and, yeah. But as long as I have my offline recording and I can just upload it, then we're still Gucci. But, you know, it is so much easier to just take the archive from Twitch and then just export it over to the second channel. That's how the vast majority of my uploads go, you know? Just hit export, title, description, tags, done, public. And it just uploads. Very fast, I might add. One of my favorite features on Twitch is how quickly it exports over to YouTube. But yeah, if I gotta do it manually on my own, like I gotta take the file, which is like 3 gigabytes or 4, and with the upload speed that I got, it's gonna fucking take forever. So, you know, I gotta upload it manually and put the title on there and everything. I need to make thumbnails for Cold Steel 2, because I had thumbnails for like episode 1 all the way to like 7, and then I stopped for some reason. I got really lazy. But I don't know what thumbnail to use, because, you know, like, that's like fucking 5 hours of footage. I gotta go through all of it to see, oh, that's a nice thumbnail. I'll probably go for like the boss fights or something like that. Like, seriously, one image that encapsulates like the whole 2-hour thing. Yeah, it's gonna be weird. I'll probably just take some random ass fucking screenshot from my streams and just, you know, use that. But, you know, no matter what, it looks better than just leaving it without a thumbnail. I know that the second channel is kind of like throwaway archives. I just put it there for whoever wants to. Purple Heart is saying, you have a second channel? Yes, I do. My second channel is my archives channel. Every single time I live stream, if I feel like it's worth keeping, like it's a part of a series or something like that, like this one for Cold Steel, you can go down into the description of this YouTube stream, and you will find the link to my second channel. It is GGHF Archives. And every time I finish a Cold Steel 2 stream, I re-upload this over there. So any live stream that you may have missed, whether it be some one-off live stream, whether it be a series, like me playing through Slain, me playing through Doom, me playing through Crash Bandicoot, me playing through, what else? We've beaten a lot of games, actually. Cold Steel 1. If you want to see my playthrough of Cold Steel 1, all of it from beginning to end, like all fucking 90 hours, you can put it in the background. And, yeah, you can watch the whole thing. What else? What other games have I beaten? Gravity Rush 2. I beat that. We haven't done the DLC for that one yet. But yeah, we're doing that one. And other stuff that I haven't finished. You know, Ease 1. And what I currently have of Ease 2. Necopata, Volume 1. We did that. Freaking... I did a couple of Naruto streams. Dragon Quest 11. All the stuff that I live stream. Actually, that's one thing. I'm going to be taking the live streams for Dragon Quest 11, like the first 7 streams that I made. And, I'm gonna use that and turn them into highlights and make them into, like, proper episodes, for, the main YouTube channel, like how I've been doing so far with all of these other episodes. So, I might not actually progress a whole lot in terms of the story where I am right now, because I want to take all of that initial stuff and kind of re-edit it in the way that I'm doing it now, because it looks so much better in the playlist for me to have all of those edited episodes, as opposed to, like a 5-hour live stream, 4-hour live stream, and then suddenly 20-minute episodes. Like, it's inconsistent, and who the fuck is gonna sit through me, playing through, like, 5 hours of something, you know? It might be better to have it in, like, bite-sized 20-minute chunks. So I'll probably do it like that for those older archives. I'll re-download the video and, you know, do it like that. So, yeah, and then after I have all of that, I'll continue on with, you know, where I am in the story. I just feel like it'd be better to make the videos like that. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll just save that until later when I beat Dragon Quest or whatever, and then go back and do that, you know? Because I don't necessarily wanna, you know, just stop where I am right now. We're just barely getting to the good part. What other games have I beaten? Kingdom Hearts 1, freaking Chain of Memories, 358/2, even if it was just the cutscenes. Yeah. Summer Kagura, Reflections, PBS, all that stuff. PBS, I regret doing the live streamed. We did that whole series as a live stream, and it got, like, no views at all. Even though my Summer Kagura videos do get a lot of views, but, like, because I did, like, 5-hour live streams for each one, and for the Shinobi Replay ones, too, I completely fucking... I shot myself in the foot with that one. I really shot myself in the foot. I really should have just had those be edited 15 to 20 minute episodes. I really fucked up on that one. I really, really did. I feel like those PBS episodes could have been so much better, and I just completely fucked it up by having them be streamed. I'm not gonna make that same mistake again. I'm going to do the Deep Crimson playthrough at some point, and I'll probably have that be an offline recording as well, because doing it live streamed is just it's a different experience. It's not the same thing, and I feel like you know, it's not as special. You didn't play Kingdom Hearts Recoded, did you? We haven't gotten to that yet. I gotta beat Kingdom Hearts 2 first, and then Birth by Sleep first, I think. We haven't gotten to that yet. Been enjoying watching DQ11. I'm glad that you're the only motherfucker that gives a shit. I mean, I'm mostly, you know, if there's any pressure that I feel over making those videos, it's mostly just you, Hasio, because I know that you like watching them, and you always give me a lot of good tips and stuff, so, you know, you're like the one main guy that I'm making. I mean, I'm making them for myself, you know, for one, because I enjoy making them. I like making them, they're fun. So obviously I'm making them for me. But if there's any, like, audience member that I'm dedicating the videos to, is mostly to you, Hasio, because you're the only one that actually kind of gives a shit about them. And comments and stuff. So, yeah, if there's any other person on the side, and I'm like, okay, this will satisfy this side of the audience, then yeah, there's definitely that. And then it'll be Sauron Kagura for everyone else. Yeah, I essentially just play New Link for Heavy. You know, when I play New Link, Heavy is happy. When I play Dragon Quest or Cold Steel or Ys, you're happy. When I do anything with Katsuragi on it, Brandon's happy. If I play some fucking stupid shit game that I don't want to play, Urban is happy. You know, like playing Crash Bandicoot or Danganronpa or some bullshit. All of the games that Urban has recommended for me, I hate it. Other than, like, Crash Bandicoot, which I already knew I was gonna like. That one was alright, but, like, fucking everything that he wants me to play, I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of Overwatch, I'm sick of Danganronpa, I'm sick of fucking anything with fucking Crash in it. Anyway. Okay, so yeah, maybe I really want to finish playing this game as soon as possible, so right now Cold Steel is kind of like my main focus. So yeah, I'll probably for the foreseeable future, I'll just keep playing this. I know we got Kingdom Hearts, but the closer the release date to Cold Steel 3 comes, the faster I want to beat this. So yeah, this will probably be like the thing that I'll be playing for the foreseeable future. So yeah, I played through most of the game, just giving tips I picked up to make things easier. I'm just preparing for the final boss now. Cool. Cool. Then you can give me tips for the final boss when that happens. Are you sick of Final Fantasy? Not at all. I think Final Fantasy is better than it has ever been, actually. You got Brave Exvius, which is pretty good. You have Final Fantasy 15, which a lot of people don't like Final Fantasy 15. I love Final Fantasy 15. I like that game a lot. And I know that there's a lot of parts of it that are, like, incomplete and the story's kind of whatever. I fucking love Final Fantasy 15. I don't care what anyone thinks. Same thing for 12. I love Final Fantasy 12. It seems like at the time when Final Fantasy 12 came out, people really, really liked it as, like, best game ever status. And then as the years have gone on, people have started to, like, really hate that game and not really like it. For some reason, I don't know why. I still really like Final Fantasy 12 a lot. And then we have, frickin' Dissidia. I think Dissidia is okay. Frickin' the Final Fantasy 7 remake. That's looking really fucking hype. And, what else? There's just a lot of Final Fantasy stuff to look forward to, man. In fact, I'm thinking of re-downloading Final Fantasy 7 into my, PS3 again. Now, granted, I'm pretty sure I have Final Fantasy 9 on my Vita. You see, I like playing all this shit, portable. But, I'm really getting into, like, a second honeymoon when it comes to my, I'm getting into a second honeymoon when it comes to my, PlayStation 3. Because I, finally got around to downloading some of the stuff. You know, thanks to PlayStation Plus and, you know, discounts and all that kind of stuff, there are a lot of games that I have, like Okami and shit, that I never got around to playing. And there's a bunch of other really cool stuff that I want to play on stream too, you know, like Doom Classic, Killzone, Wolfenstein, Space Invaders. There's a lot of stuff here that I'm definitely going to play on my own. because, you know, who the fuck cares about a Suikoden 1 playthrough right now, you know? Online, or an Okami playthrough right now, or Time and Eternity. Time and Eternity is a really bad JRPG that I really, really want to play, because there's a lot of comedy gold that I can get out of it. I can riff on it so much. Yeah, when I played Final Fantasy VII, the classic one, for the first time, it was here on PS3, and then I moved it over to Vita. But I never beat it. I got stuck somewhere. Yeah, you know, Jackbox, You Don't Know Jack, Vib Riven. There's just so much, man. There's so much that I want to, yeah, God Hand. You know, God Hand I think might be worth streaming. And Devil May Cry. And Ratchet and Clank. I want to play everything, man. And I'm only one man with one life. My time is only so limited. Did you make a video on the Avengers video game coming out? Yup. Yes, I did. In fact, twice. I did the reaction video for that, and then on my top 10 favorite games of E3, I mentioned the Avengers game. Yeah. Noir, yeah, there she is. Neptune, Noir. Yeah, if you, like, refresh the theme, you get different Neptunia characters. I like it when Neptune shows up in Bert. So many games, so little time. Yeah, and I just downloaded Street Fighter 3 Online Edition. And, oh my god, if you guys want a really good fighting game, this one, Capcom vs. SNK 2. Brilliant. Brilliant. I already have Dead or Alive 5, the free-to-play version, on PS4. But I kind of don't want to delete this one because this is the full version. But it's like fucking 19 gigs or whatever. So is Ultra Street Fighter 4. This is a really good game, but it's like 15 gigs. Takes a lot of memory off of my PS4. And I want to download more games, too. Yeah, there's a lot of shit I want to download, including older retro games. All right, I'm gonna leave you guys with this image of Noir. I already gave my little post-show outro, and I'll see you guys next time. Maybe tomorrow, and we'll continue on with more Cold Steel. I really want to get through this game as fast as I possibly can. I might even stream a little bit earlier, just so that I can get more hours into this. If I really wanted to beat this game super duper fast, I'd be like, you know, fuck the side missions, just do the main story immediately. But god, the game is so fun. I love the side missions. I mean, they seem like, I don't know. I just like them. I enjoy them. So yeah, maybe that's taking up a lot of my time. Plus, I comment on every single little fucking piece of dialogue, so that definitely takes longer. If I were just playing this game quietly, I speed through this shit super fast. Yeah. Enjoy it as much as you want. Yeah, I know, but, you know, sometimes time limitations kind of force me to speed things up a little bit. Because, as you can tell, there's 1,000,000,001 games that I want to play. And if I just play one game for like a year, you know, and that whole year, a whole bunch of other games come out. And, like, I don't play them because I want to stream them. But I'm like, no, I want to finish this first. So, like, yeah. After I'm done with this set of RPGs, I'm probably going to take a break from playing JRPGs in general, because holy fucking shit, they take a very long time to beat. And I really want to focus on other shorter games that have a beginning, middle, and end. And yeah, or, you know, play other, if they're long games, I want them to be more open-ended, where, like, you know, just fuck around a little bit on them and then skedaddle, like The Witcher or Fallout or something like that. All right, I want to see you enjoy the game. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you do. I don't think you'd be here subscribed if you weren't. All right, thanks, everybody. See y'all next time. Bye.